guys. Pause the music here. Get tonight started. I thought we'd start with some love during lockup, even though it's called love after lockup on this channel. I'll do a greeting. For those that don't know me or have never been to a live stream, I am your big back bitch host, Ashley. You will have seen me in my videos discussing problematic people on the internet. Live streams are a little bit different. We still discuss those people, but we also, just chit chat. We shoot the shit. We talk about a little bit of everything, kind of catch up with everybody through the week. I know this is a different schedule than what a lot of them are used to, streaming on Wednesdays as well as Saturdays. Usually it was the weekends that I streamed, so I guess y'all are being treated to a midweek and then a weekend. We're going to start with Love During Lockup, and from there, the world's our oyster. I have no idea what we will be discussing after. So, let's get started. Wait on these people to roll in until I start seeing people pop through, because I am a few minutes early. I am going to just play some music, and we'll look up some things while I'm waiting on people to jump in. How's that sound? Great? Okay. So, this is what we're listening to right now. It's the 1985 feeling dreamwave, synthwave, vaporwave, chill synth. So, I'm going to continue to play that in the background while we wait and look around on the internets for some cool things to talk about. Sound like a plan? Sounds like it to me. All right. For those who are unaware, actually, let me cut the music. At least for right now. For those unaware, I do live in Florida, and I've never heard of Florida getting snow. BT dubs. Never. In the almost 6 years that I've lived here, no snow. So the fact that it is snowing in Florida right now, or did today, I should say, is crazy. Like, I'm talking inches of snow. Craziness. Just absolute craziness. Anyhow, my husband is streaming at the moment. I know that is wild, Penny. And welcome to the midweek stream. I never thought I would live to see Florida get snow. And they say global warming is not a thing. Come on, people. But I think they got 4 inches of snow in Pensacola area. Tallahassee, Pensacola. It's craziness. Fake news. I saw it on TikTok first, and I was like, there's no way. There's no way that it's snowing in Florida right now. And I even looked to my husband. I was like, have you ever heard, he's lived here almost his whole life. And I was like, have you heard about snow in Florida? And he's like, what? No, that's got to be fake. And I looked it up on good old Google, and story after story after story of it snowing earlier today in Florida, and they're expected to get 3 or 4 inches. I was like, that is wild. He's like, they're not going to be prepared for it at all. I was like, yeah, I don't think so either. So there's a new episode of Love During Lockup on. I love that this particular person that I do commentary on their episodes that they upload to the internet has labeled this dickmatized. I don't know if that is the actual I could be wrong, but I don't think that's the actual season episode name, dickmatized. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I don't think it is.
On Love During Lockup.
We instantly knew we were going to make this work no matter what.
I'm terrified to disappoint.
Full stop. The only hello, go outside and touch grass. The only couples that I follow on this show are the three-way couple. The Kaylee, Kate, and Hunter. Those are the only ones that I follow. So the others, I have no idea. I have no idea about them. Let me go full screen here so we can take it all in. There we go. This is Love During Lockup. It's like a spin-off show of the Love After Lockup. And welcome to the stream, Kiki. Welcome to the midweek stream.
Her. Well, what's the chances she make that first parole?
She may not get out this time around.
This doesn't get easier. I just want my wife home.
I found a ring, baby. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I have no idea how serious me and Kaylee really are.
The relationships have to end.
I'm asking you to trust me again. I love you with all my heart.
Yeah, Kaylee, Kate, and Hunter are really the only throuple that I follow on on this show. And the fact that he is letting this woman buy her own wedding ring and wedding dress just has me like all the way pissed off. Like nobody is going to tell, none of the crew or anything is going to be like, hey, before you go and drop thousands of dollars on this stuff, you might want to know that they're scamming you. Like there may be the off chance that he may actually have feelings for her, but the relationship was built upon him scamming women out of money because he already had a girlfriend that just didn't want to foot his bill for all of his court costs and commissary. So they don't believe in cow tipping either. I guess that moral code is universal. Ugh. It just I couldn't be a camera person and be like, is somebody gonna tell her? Is somebody gonna tell her?
Lose-lose situation.
I hope Donnie appreciates the effort that I put into the relationship. I moved my kids here. This is exciting. Donnie has collaborated to procure drugs.
If he is procuring drugs, I will be hurt like a knife in my heart.
I'm just ready to come home.
I was in a very dark place after my divorce. Willie was the only person that helped me.
It sounds like you were kind of using Willie just to erase your ex-husband.
Willie is nervous about me going to Utah.
Do you plan on seeing your ex-husband?
I don't know.
Everything is designed.
Damn commercials.
We already had the talk that the first 2 days was just me and you.
She want me immediately. She don't want to wait. I think that's going to be an issue.
Oh, snap. I've never been with Rob on the outside world.
You know I got to see myself. That's right. You know I love you, baby. You know I love you.
I just want to get him home. I don't even want to keep my hands off of him.
What's going on now, girl?
This show is so wild. Like, I get it. A lot of these people, haven't seen their loved ones for a while, but like they did put themselves there. They did put themselves in a position to be there. maybe not all of them, but I mean, for the most part, yes, you were put there for a reason. You're doing your time, you're taking accountability. Uh, so they're away from their loved ones for a long time. Obviously, you're going to miss whoever's in there. But a lot of these girls that they get on this show, I guess men too every once in a while, but for the most part, it is the women that are very thirsty when the men get out of jail. And some of them have never like met these people in person before. It's only been over like the video calling that they're allowed during their sentence. So they've been locked up too, girl. They need a little bit of breathing room. Reminds me of my brother. He's been for 12, and every time we talk, it's mostly about whatever random assortment of girls he wants to plug when he gets out. I mean, that's the thing. I'm sure. Oh. Plug meaning get pregnant. Damn. Does he want to go back in? Because that's a lot of child support. That is weird. I'm just thinking like, damn, that's a lot of child support to be paying. Hopefully he's got a good job coming out, because if he's going to be plugging all these women. Do they offer vasectomies in prison? You know what? They should. They really should. If they're in there for constantly not paying on child support and have multiple women that they owe child support to, I think a vasectomy should be in order, because in theory, it's reversible. No, he wants to make it as an artist, but he wants lots of kids and gets super invested into these random girls. Oh, the life of an artist. I can't even say anything because my brother was a little whore too. But lucky enough for him, I think he's infertile. So he's not. Aren't they all? Yeah, brothers, you can't live with them, can't live without them, but can call them a whore. So I guess it all works out. I have so many stories of my brother and his girlfriends. God, that'd be an interesting live stream, airing out all of his past weird situations he's put himself in with women.
All right, so yeah, everybody got it figured out. Everybody good, right? Yeah. All right. So, bro, like, see them host up, man. You know the vibe.
Let's ride.
How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited. Like, I'm really free. Like, it's like I pinch myself. See,
Make sure you're not dreaming, right?
I'm not dreaming, but I know I'm not dreaming. You know?
How does it feel to see your woman?
I feel good. See, baby girl. I'm excited. You know, I'm trying to contain myself, not trying to act too thirsty. She's looking real beautiful and scrumptious.
Daddy was like, "Oh, they gonna make some cute babies."
Right? Me and Tia, we never been on the outside together, so after doing 10 years, ass looking good, titties looking juicy, man. I just want to grab her.
Yeah, he's been he's been in there 10 years. Hell yeah, he's looking forward to anything. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, oh hell no. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the midweek stream. And yes, we're watching Love During Lockup, the newest episode to my understanding. She's been dating him for 10 years, yeah. And they've never met in person before. This is their first time meeting in person. So, yeah. Maybe his family's used to it, though. Maybe he does long stints in jail. And this is... That'd just be wild. Your family just, like, knows when you get out of jail, you're fixing to just... Yeah.
I ain't gonna front.
Nah, stay with Tisha and Twabber.
Go with, yes. Come on, baby.
She is in trouble. In trouble, for sure.
Fixing the plug.
I've never, ever, ever felt this way about anybody. Ever. He does it for me. I'm about to cry. Because I really love him. Oh, there we go. You like it?
Yeah, this is nice.
When you have this relationship with a person over the phone, it's just like, you know, it's like a little fantasy, right? They're not really tangible.
Okay, they've had this they've only had conversation over the phone and probably pictures. The conversation must have been damn good because she doesn't know what the D is like. So he must have been reading that dictionary and thesaurus up real good to spit some poetry or something at her. Lay it on real thick. 10 years. 10 years. You got to have good imagination for 10 years. It'd be like that sometimes. Good sexual tension can make you delulu.
And then all of a sudden, boom, Mr. Perfect falls right in your lap. And you're like, what the hell? It's real.
Come on, man. You blocking right now. I'll play with you later, okay? And then find your way up out of here, man. That's your feet. Feeling good?
You look so good.
Good. Well, I'm glad I do.
You look so good. It's just...
She's definitely thirsty. And like all he's had to do in there is work out because what else are you gonna do? You're in jail. You're in a jail cell most of your day. Kiki, contain yourself. This man just got out of prison. He did 10 years. What the hell did he do?
Get me hot. Sorry. When you hear somebody kiss you the way Rob be kissing me, like, you just know that's your person. It's just like, you can't do no wrong. You can't do no wrong. All right, y'all gotta go. The last time I had sex with someone was 2 years ago.
He can do 10 years in me. Kiki, you need to calm down. You need to calm yourself.
To get some...
Kiki's willing to risk it.
I might die if the sex is not on point. Like, out.
Ready?
Not the 20 minutes later. Bet his recipe for toilet wine is good.
Sex is not the most important part of the relationship.
Open up.
But damn sure it's a big piece of it.
Hello? Open the door.
What's right?
Hello?
What's up? Where y'all at?
Oh,
Girl, are y'all kidding me?
Hold on.
Oh, what?
Not the family cock blocking. I am dead. 10 years in, just got out, just got alone time with this female, and the family's knocking at the door. They want their time too, damn it.
Rob invited everybody to the suite to hang out and have a great time, but they're early.
Oh, y'all busy.
Damn, can't do nothing.
Don't come right now.
Go for it before you break a hole in the door.
My hair's...
He invited them over. Did the kid say don't break a hole in the door?
Wish I had a cocktail on here.
How much time did they give him for driving under the influence of marijuana? There had to have been more there. There had to have been more there. Are you telling me they're locking him up for just being under the influence of marijuana? Did he get into a car accident and hurt somebody? Like, that's a lot of time for just driving under the influence of marijuana. Maybe it wasn't a first offense. Yeah. That's what I think. Maybe there's some possession attached to that, or something else attached to it. It seems like the scamming and fraud may be up his alley as well.
You may start the conversation now.
Hello, baby.
Hi, honey.
What are you doing?
I'm in the pool.
Ooh, okay. You know, one piece or a two piece?
Guess.
No piece.
I love how Hunter and I resolve our conflicts or disagreements or things that we've been through together.
I need the right of prisoner women broken up with and those relationships done, or I'm out.
They're gone. It's me and you.
Really good, healthy relationships are built on trust. We're really both willing to let things like this go.
How's your day been?
Good. I'm feeling like really relieved that we are done with the
Their whole relationship's built on trust, yet she is not willing to foot the bill for his mistakes or take accountability with him for his mistakes and pay for like his court fees and shit and his commissary. So she okayed him to have sugar mamas, set up profiles for him to have sugar mamas. Yeah, Carolyn, this is the throuple. But like, she has her hand in this too. She's just as bad as he is.
right of prisoner girls.
Yeah.
To like
no, absolutely.
come down from that, you know?
Yeah. So on a serious note, I wanted to tell you something.
What?
Wanted to make sure that it was legit before I told you. I didn't want to worry you or anything.
That's not necessarily comforting. What is it?
My neighbor, he showed me a picture of a woman. He's like, do you know this chick? She just jumped on my tablet and asked me if I knew you. Then she went on to say he was a piece of dragged me to the third, and said that she was putting on Burger's books to beat me up.
What?
Yeah, like we could figure out a way to get him, blah, blah, blah. That just happened like probably like an hour and a half ago. So these women are pretty heated.
This is serious.
I'm furious that there is someone threatening Hunter over this situation. You were a sugar mama, and if you're paying to play with someone who has that much time on their hands, why on earth would you think that they're not paying to play with someone else?
You need to tell somebody about
I love how she is such, like, I fucking hate Kate so bad. So bad. Her granny square shirt. So, Kiki, the sugar mama paying for the pool she's in? Probably not. I think the sugar mamas were just paying for his court fees every time he had to go to court for something, which I'm assuming he had to do quite a few stints of court cases for clearing up some of the shit he was being put in there for. Because if marijuana DUI is the only thing they're listing, there's got to be more there. You're not doing a year almost in jail for like being under the influence of marijuana after being pulled over. He either got into a really bad car accident because he was so inebriated, and at that point, I don't think it was just marijuana, or like there was something else that was going on. I don't know what state they're in, honestly. I thought Florida maybe, but I don't think it is. She doesn't realize she's in a throuple yet. Yeah. I feel like Kaylee seems like a sweet girl, and I feel so bad for her because she's investing in him. She feels like taking it upon herself to buy her own wedding ring, to buy her own wedding dress, putting money on his books, all of that, and this is how he's going to repay her. That is such shit.
About this, like an authority.
I get it.
Like, this needs to be documented, it needs to be reported, and, like, this person needs to be, like, charges should be filed against them for, like, intended assault on you.
Yeah.
Like, do not threaten my man.
We need to take things like this really seriously. If they act like a stalker and they quack like a stalker, they're a stalker. If they are...
It's funny how she's like, we need to go after them because apparently the story he's telling is... the story that he's telling her is that some girl that he was talking to and was sending him money found out that he was fucking around with other women on the same place that he found her, and got onto somebody else's profile that was also in jail with him and was going to pay him to beat Hunter up, essentially. And I'm just like, that probably never happened. That probably wasn't the full truth. Because I think he goes and tells Kaylee, he told Kaylee last week that he got more time because of their video calling. They got caught showing a little bit too much of themselves during their video chats. Yeah, it's how he's explaining having to be in there a little bit longer. So he's given them two different stories to fit his narrative of having to be in there longer, which they both could be true. He probably got 3 months. He probably got a month and a half for each for fucking with women on his video chats because he was doing it to many women. And then the video chat between him and Kaylee getting a little illicit. So it's probably a little bit of both happening, but the fact that Kate's like, we need to nip this in the bud and do something about this. They can't do that. Y'all are scamming women out of money. Y'all are scamming grown-ass women out of money, thinking that they're going to have a relationship with Hunter when that's not the case. You guys are just wanting women to pay his way. Why not lead out with that? Because they wouldn't do it. He's not that good looking. I'm sorry.
Acting like they intend you harm, they intend you harm. So we need to treat it like that.
Okay. I know who it is. This chick has been on and off of a tablet like since we started. But I have broken up with her. She's a little jealous and a little firecracker for sure. When it comes down to it, I definitely think it's karma for scamming all these women.
Well, look what came out of the horse's mouth. The truth.
This is my problem, not yours.
Okay, well, you're telling me about it, so now it's my problem. I love you, baby.
Baby, I love you. I'll call you later tonight.
Okay.
All right, give me a kiss.
Mwah, bye. Better not be real.
Everything's gotten so out of control. I told Katie I was going to break up with these women, but I can't bring myself to cut it off with Kaylee. I love her to death. I don't know how much longer I can keep this lie going, period.
I wonder with which one, like which one is he going to no longer keep the lie going for? Because he's lying to both of them.
I haven't heard from Crystal, and I don't know if she's talking to someone else.
Well, I heard Brittany's back.
If I found out Crystal's hiding a relationship with another female, that would be it.
I don't know if we should get married right now.
What are you getting cold feet for?
I really just want to know, like, why my name is in this.
I don't want to tell Jakima the whole story right now.
I don't want to do it. What happened?
I haven't heard from Crystal in over a day.
So I'm assuming the woman's the one serving time, and she's still got 7 years left. Eesh.
Too upsetting. I wonder what is going on. I don't know if she's talking to someone else or maybe she's been isolated.
You think he'll choose Kaylee because she's willing to do more for him, but she's harder to control. I like Kaylee. I think she's really sweet. She will bend over backwards for him, but I think there's a limit she'll go. And I think once it comes out that she was the other woman the entire time, and then also that he was talking to more than her, getting the same out of them that she was giving, like even the video chats. So I think once she finds out about all that, I think it's going to be messy. I think it's going to be real messy. And I'm waiting for that boiling point to happen. I'm waiting for when he has to come clean because he's close to getting out or going to be getting out, and they're both fighting on who he's coming home with. That is going to be a messy ass episode because they will essentially probably both have to meet at where he's being let out at. So he's going to lie to one of them to where one of them doesn't show up the day that he's supposed to be let out. And then he's going to have to come clean to the other one because they're going to be like, where the fuck are you?
And that's why I'm not hearing from her. I mean, there could be 100 horrible things that could be going on. I'm just left out here to wonder. So I'm gonna check in with Rita, see if she knows something I don't. Crystal and I, for 4 years, almost 5 at this point, we talked every single day. We have a set schedule. So not talking to Crystal after waiting this long for this day, I don't know. It's almost contrived. Today is the day Crystal becomes eligible for parole. I'm ready to have her here. I'm ready to have her in my arms, in my bed, in my car. I want to go share my life with her. It may be a bit longer before we even know a date for the hearing. My hope and optimism that Crystal may be coming home around this time is what's kept me going for the last 4 years. Yesterday, I got off a 24-hour shift. Crystal, she wants me to come visit her, which is 6-hour drive plus 2-hour visit. It's an all-day.
Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. No way. No way. Working 24-hour shift and then having to drive 6 hours one way. And it says that she has 7 years left on her sentence. For one, why the fuck what happened? Why did she go in? That's what I'm wondering, what the circumstances are for her case, because why would they let her out that early? 7 more years on her sentence? And he's thinking she's coming home soon? I feel for the guy, because there's got to be something there, hopefully beyond what can be done to him from her, but it ain't looking good there, guy.
Event.
Are you feeling like you're not gonna come? Because
It's a 24-hour shift. You've been an EMS wife long enough. You know how it goes.
I need you to be like, Crystal, I will be here, hell or high water, no matter what, I'm coming.
I would have loved to come out there, but in order for her to be supported and us to be supported, I need to work. If she doesn't want...
Did they show a picture of her? She sounds older. Like, she sounds old.
money on her books, then fine. I'll come visit you instead of working.
Your small business has unlimited...
He's an EMT, I guess they kind of compliment each other. Yeah.
It breaks my heart a little to think about her. Looking forward to this day, and I let her down, I did. But when Crystal's let down or is told no, it's the end of the world for her. It's been so difficult.
God, that sounds like so many of the people that we talk about on here. It says she was 29. Damn, that's a rough sounding 29, not gonna lie. That was a rough sounding prison date. I want to know what that entails. Because I've watched Orange is the New Black. I don't think that's what he thinks it is. Or maybe it is what he thinks it is. How will he know? He lives 6 hours away. And he can't go in that jail all willy-nilly. How would he know? He wouldn't know. Unless the other person went out of their way to tell him, how the hell would he know?
Grace.
Yeah, he's waiting.
and understanding. I'm pissed.
Holy shit, Dayton, Ohio. I lived close to there.
Jaquila! We're gonna warm up really fast, yes. Breathe in. We're gonna take that right leg back. When was the last time you went dancing?
I don't know how to dance.
You don't know? Okay, guess what? I'm
All
gonna
right,
make you
teach
into
me,
a
girl.
believer.
Teach me.
And you know how to dance. Dancing is
All right, so not to be funny or anything, because I've been told before I'm not funny, but I find it funny that her
dancing is really good for your
occupation.
Don't worry about how you may look. Just feel free and yeah. Move. Just roll it. Just roll it. Yeah. Look at that.
Did I not go far enough back? I guess I didn't.
Teach me. And you know how to dance.
Okay. Yeah, she does look young. They both look young. But sales and marketing, and then his offense is drug trafficking and possession. I'm sorry. They were meant for each other. I'm sorry. You couldn't have picked a perfect match. They were chosen.
Dancing is really good for your soul, so don't worry about how you may look.
She could probably turn him over and make him a legit businessman by showing him sales and marketing, unless her sales and marketing is also like on the same path. It's the same with the aggravated assault and EMT. They both sending people to the hospital.
Just feel free and yeah. Move. Just roll it. Just roll it. Yeah. Look at that girl in the mirror. Who is she? She bad.
Amaria is someone that I just met when I moved here, and we just clicked and became friends.
And walk it. Put those hands up.
When she invited me to dance class, I'm like, why not?
Come on, you a model walk.
My kids are at school, and I need to take my mind off everything that's been happening with Donnie. Inmate instructed his uncle to send $500 to Cash App to... This is my Cash App. I don't know what stink. I guess he's getting moved. I've been removed from the visitation list, and there's a drug charge. Thank you, Donnie, for the triple threat. I love it. Thank you so much. All right, water break. I need to get out and just, let my hair down.
Damn, using her Cash App to get money sent to him, I'm assuming to get put on his books or whatever. That's wild.
I'm glad that you came. I know it might have been a little extra. I hope you don't feel overwhelmed.
No, I'm cool.
Yeah. Okay, good. So, what's really going on with Donnie? Is he still in the hole?
Girl, no, he's out the hole. He moved facilities, and they took me off his visitation list. I don't know what's going on, but I'm irritated. I haven't heard from Donnie for a few days. I still don't know what happened.
All right, ladies. Y'all ready to continue?
I feel like my life is on hold right now. One of the main reasons for me moving here.
I don't know. She said she was reading papers in that clip that they just showed saying that he was getting possession charges and he had $500 transferred to him using her Cash App. So I'm not sure how he got access to her Cash App and would have been able to do anything with that money. I mean, I guess it's Cash App so you can send the money to whoever as well. So maybe he sent money to somebody for sneaking in some extracurriculars while incarcerated, which seems pretty ballsy if you ask me. I think he's still selling behind. You know what? He is committed to his sales. He is committed.
Here so that I can visit you. Now I can't visit you? Make it make sense.
Arch your back and then bring it down, all right? And then bring it down, yes. Gotta put it right. There we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. How's that? Down and jump it. And touch it. Hey, hey, hey,
Here are the top 3
She's gonna have to do stripping as a side hustle to keep up with her salesman behind bars. Yeah, have you ever been to them, those dance classes, aerobics classes that they'd have in gyms? I went to, back in my day, when I was a teenager, we had the, like, local jazzercise or whatever the fuck they were come to our school and ooh, pole classes. Come to our school and like did jazz exercises or jazz hand sizes. Yeah, true. We don't know what she's selling. That is very true.
Way to get loose. Way to
I'm out of breath.
release.
All right, y'all. My man's calling, so I'm gonna have to.
Tybo once. Oh man, I remember when that was jazzercise. I know that ages me so much, but also I was from a small town, so they were a little behind the trend in workout exercise. Tybo. Didn't they also have like what the fuck, the Billy Blanks or whatever his fucking name was? What was the name of the fucking workout? Let me look that up real quick. Let me look. I think it was just called Billy Blanks. No. Tybo. It was Tybo. I was right. Wonder what happened to him. That became like so popular in the early 2000s. Oh, I guess he has a YouTube channel. It was active at least last year. Crazy. That's crazy. Blast from the past. He's got to be like what in his 60s, 70s, maybe even 80s. He's got to be getting up there. Because wasn't he in like his 30s when he did Tybo? Like started that in the early 2000s?
Step away for a minute. I'll be back.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
That's perfect timing because we.
I know he was older.
Anyway.
What's up? Where are you?
I'm in a new spot called
Yeah.
or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And where's that at?
It's a little farther than where Miriam was.
How far away is that?
Maybe like 3 hours.
So how long do you have to stay there?
About 8 months.
8 months.
Yeah.
I really just want to know, like, why my name is in this, why my cash tag is in this, what do I have to do with this, and why are you in something regarding drugs?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure things out. So all you're doing is receiving rent money, legitimate money. That's all. It ain't nothing wrong with that. But it ain't got nothing to do with no illegal.
So he's sending her rent money from jail, and he's trying to tell her that it's legit money and not from selling drugs. I don't know how much I believe that. I'm sorry. And if she believes that, she's gullible as hell. Also, I think I know what jail he's at. Because he's in Marion. Yeah, jail jobs do not pay that well. My brother did a little time in Marion. It's gotta be. And he's just not leveling with her that he's still doing that. And getting additional time for doing it as well, because he's not too smooth with it.
Stuff, ain't nobody doing nothing wrong. Everything is
Sounds like a hotel. Marion, yeah. Let me see here. I can probably pull up the jail. Marion Correctional Institute. I mean, my bro makes money from inside without drugs, so I'm trying to keep an open mind, but I don't know, it's not looking too good for this guy. Kiki, is he making enough to pay a rent, though? It's one thing to make a little bit of money to maybe cover your own commissary. Because my dad did a long stint in prison. He did like 20, almost 22 years. Yeah, that's a lot of money. She said that it was $500 that he sent. Yeah. My dad made just enough to cover his commissary while he was in prison. So, like, it ain't much. It ain't much. Let's get some images up here of what this prison looks like. It literally looks like a school building, if I'm being completely honest. To have enough for himself and her, yeah, that's craziness. School to prison pipelines, babes, it's a real thing. I mean, it's fixing to be. With all the shit that they're fucking doing, it's fixing to be. Craziness.
Just
Ever put you in a situation like that?
yeah, that's the main part. I just hate that my name is tied into anything regarding drugs, anything regarding you being in prison. Like, I have kids. I don't even play like that, and you know that.
I mean, most schools nowadays have chain link fencing, and some even have barbed wire, if I'm being completely honest. So it's not out of the realm of possibilities that once was probably a school that they converted. But no, I think that's been there for a while. My mom worked at that prison briefly as a prison guard, and then I believe she went to Mansfield after that. It's so weird to me that my family, for the most part, are a family of felons. Except for me. I've never had any kind of run-in with the law. But my family's not been so lucky in that. And my mom started out as a police officer, then went to a guard at pretty high risk prisons in the area, and then got a felony herself and couldn't work as an officer anymore. So they really went full circle with that. And then my dad was just crazy. Are you even tempted just to see what it's like? No, I'm good. I'm good. I saw them go through it. That's good enough for me. Which is so funny because, like, a lot of people that I would work with when I worked in the factory when I was younger, and then as an adult worked in offices, and people just see my tattoos and my piercings and Ash Lord and they just think the worst of you. Also, I have resting bitch face. I don't smile all the time, and they just assume that I'm the super mean person. I'm not. Think of the jail recipe ebooks you could sell when you get out. I don't know. I don't know that I would make it because a lot of them use a lot of toilet. A lot of toilet. That's more toilet than I would ever want to use for anything, really. I don't know. I'm very picky. I'm too picky for jail food, I think.
Just because I'm in here for that, don't mean that's my life.
Yeah, we can all be Sala. Oh my god, speaking of that. I watched like a bit of her last few video uploads, and then they're not even vlogs anymore. She's just talking. She's pulling an Amberlynn with her vlogs. And how she's already started and failed the no takeout challenge, and then went so far as to write in a fucking planner, no takeout, eat out home, eat at home, eat at home, eat out, eat out, eat out. And I'm like, did you really need to buy a planner to let you know when you were eating at home and when you were eating out? You're not even telling any of the like, what is the planner for? Could you not just remember what days that you're eating in and eating out? At this point, I think every day is an eat out day, at least at some part during the day. I don't know. It's wild to me watching her. I just find so much humor in it. It's just laughable. It's laughable. So she did cross out one day. I think it's because she probably misspelled something, but it was so funny. I thought for sure that somebody had posted that and it was like them having wrote it down to make it seem like Chantal wrote that. But no, it was in her vlog. And I'm just like, we have come full circle. We are Amberlynn Reid. Only Amber at least writes down what she's eating that day. Chantal can't even be bothered. She's just like, I'm eating at home. I'm eating at home. I'm eating at home. I'm eating out this day. She can't even be bothered to write down what she's actually planning to eat those days. Ugh, it's wild.
I'm telling you that I'm in love with you. I love you. I never put you in that situation. Ever on. I feel like it was stereotyping. Because I was a drug dealer once upon a time doesn't mean that that's who I was all my life. I graduated high school. I went to college. I was trying to get a job, and it was like every job kept overlooking me. So I just was like, I got to figure something out. And that was the fastest way. It was the wrong way, but it was the fastest way.
Is this going to get you more time? Like, what? I don't get it.
I mean, it's not going to give me more time. It just might not let me I might not get out early, though.
So if you don't get out early, when do you get out again? When you be getting out?
It'll be like 2.5.
So I'm supposed to stay here in Ohio for 2.5 years now until you get out.
Damn, 2.5. So he got 8 months added to his sentence, I'm assuming. 2.5 years.
Basically.
Ouchie.
I mean, I would love to.
No, it's not gonna happen. I can't even visit you, so being 3 hours away don't even matter.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna figure it out.
Sorry is not good enough. I need some time to process this. Like, I'm so irritated with you. Like,
She is pissed. She's pissed off. Because, like, that is asking a lot for somebody to invest into you that much time without even being able to see you. So everything is going to be video chat. And what's her incentive that you're not going to fucking do this again? Also, I should be a little bit upset for him too, though. If he was wrongfully accused and he's serving time that he shouldn't be, that's also really shitty. So.
I don't want to see her face. I love Donnie, but once I got here, everything just spiraled downhill. And hopefully we can come back from that.
Were you procuring drugs on the inside of the prison?
No, I didn't do anything illegal, and I really can't talk too much because it's a recorded line. I don't want to tell Jakima the whole story right now.
I gotta go. Nice meeting you.
Oh, so I wonder what the whole story is. If he couldn't tell her, girl, I would just cut my losses now. Like, honestly, I really wish the producers and stuff would like give them the heads up, because you're going to let these people invest time and money into these people that you know are not doing right by them. and let this string along for what? For entertainment value. These are real people. At least I hope so. I hope this isn't as scripted out as a lot of other shows are. But I would like to believe that it's not. But this is really fucked.
What happened? Chiquima. Hey. Are you okay? Like, what's going on?
No, I'm mad. He been moved 3 hours away.
Okay.
And I don't want to deal with him. I hate him. Like, I hate him. I don't even want to be here anymore. I want to go back. I want to go back to Dallas. I don't want to be here no more.
What do you want, Ami?
Hoping that rekindle something.
I need to figure out what I really want to do.
I will come looking for you.
The prison may make the case that he was misleading these women into giving him money, and that could affect his release. Kate might be in a relationship with a career criminal.
Might be. Might be. I don't think there's might in there. I think they're both doing it. I think they're both going to be career criminals at this point. All right, so nope, wrong person. I was like, oh, Utah. Kate is in a relationship with a career criminal. Yeah, might. The dude is literally in prison. I don't know, like maybe half might, because we don't know how much of the situation is also on her hands, but I mean, he's halfway there, man.
Hello? Why would you ask me that?
I can feel it through the phone.
What do you want, Ami? Why would you ask me that?
I can feel it through the phone.
What do you want, Ami?
All right, so she's a wholesale real estate investor, which I would like to think she does well for herself. And Willie, firstly, the fucking name, possession with intent to distribute and possession of a firearm. Yeah, they didn't pick a good picture for either of them, because you can't even tell where her eyes are looking. Willie and MJ. This sounds like a bad joke.
Hoping that rekindle something.
Rekindling what? Oh my gosh, you're so extra. No, we're not gonna do that.
Why not?
Because you're in a relationship, I'm in a relationship.
I will come looking for you.
Why would you do that? I didn't come here for you. I came here for my family. This little thing in my head is like, why did you answer the call? Why did you even pick up?
You came for your family.
That is suspicious. If you're in a relationship and you're answering the call of your ex, don't do that. Don't do that. Why you do that?
You're in town, so I'm on a search for you.
Oh my gosh, can you stop, please? Around this time last year, my mom found out she had cancer. I was hooking up with Ami. And then I thought I was pregnant. And so I just told Will. Like, what the hell was I thinking? I even told Ami that too. Like, why did we do that?
All right, bye, baby.
That was off the hook. That was Ami. Like, that was out of no. See. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm confused. I thought Ami was just her like nickname or whatever for Willie. They're two separate people. So she was on the phone with Ami. Ami was hitting her back up. So he must have been somebody she dated before. She's there to see the dude in jail named Willie. This is messy. She's messy for this. She is damn messy for this. That was crazy. That was a crazy phone call. Like, I think oh my God, I'm just tripping right now.
He is my weakness. He knows what makes me happy. He knows what makes me sad. He knows all that. It's been
This would be Chantal if Nodder hit her back up and actually like showed interest in her. Like if he was like, "Hey, come throw your crusty panties at my apartment again and let me cook you some," what the fuck was that stupid ass dish that she liked? The raw chicken. "Let me throw some raw chicken on your plate for you. Come back and pay my rent."
13 years that we know each other. So like he knows how to say certain things that'll make me laugh. He knows how to say certain things that pisses me off. Oh my gosh. Ami has a bad habit of smoking and drinking and partying. And when I filed for divorce, Ami didn't want to sign the paper. He still wanted to work on our marriage. But I was like, I'm not gonna sit around and have you get drunk every weekend for me to deal with you. So when we got into that divorce and I left Utah, I told myself that I'm not gonna look back. That's the person.
Yeah, it was something stupid like that. Baba Ganoush. It just sounds like a made up fucking dish. But yeah, Chantal 100% would be this messy and play both fields because Sala is the conventionally attractive face-wise, but she did the most vile shit for the attention and the body of Nodder Skeletor. Like she did abominable fucking shit. I'm sorry. I would never lick a man's foot. That is fucking disgusting. And to know that she was like doing that for him out of some kind of, I don't know. I honestly don't know what would possess you to do that. The body. To apologize. To be shamed. But she liked that. Let's take that out of the question. The fucking three-way that happened to please him. The eating of the gray kitty to please him. He put some he put some I was about to say he probably put some Verde on there. Green bean. I hear it's an acquired taste that Chantal had to treat how many times? Twice? Couldn't be me. Oh, God, she's disgusting. Hot sauce toes.
I fell in love with the Ami that just makes me laugh all the time. But then when he does the other stuff, it just makes me want to be away from him. It's like throwing me off course. Like I literally want to be with Willie, but here I am all excited to hear Ami's voice. I don't even know why I felt that way. Who's calling?
To accept this call, press 5.
Hello. Hi, babe. You miss me?
Of course I miss you. What are you gonna do now? What's the plan?
I just feel like I have so much on my plate right now, and
his piece of paneer between his toesies for her forage. Oh my God. Oh, that's the kind of foreplay that I don't want to be a part of. If she would have taken to doing her OF content and would have had him in on it, please God bleach my eyes before that started getting put out there on X. Yeah, I politely decline. It was gross enough being fucking shown her imagery all over my fucking feed because I don't know what possesses people to want to fucking share that kind of content. Even if they were to come across it and just blatantly just, hey, we're gonna show her nudes everywhere. And then she gave Keemstar and them
permission to view it and then got offended because they didn't like what they saw. I don't know, man. That's just yucky. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Yeah. X is a wild place. It's kind of, since the inauguration, it's kind of been very biased on what it shows you. Impeccable living, white girl drunk. Oh no. She said she would give them BJs. We are doing well, impeccable living. We're talking about Chantal being very thirsty for Nodder. Yeah, it has turned very biased in the past few days. My husband like deleted X and he used to go on there fairly often because he liked like the wrestling memes and stuff, but now it's gone like everything is Trump this, Trump that, and like we're kind of over it. That's what Wednesdays are for, white girl drunk.
Feel like I need to figure out what I really want to do.
I think you're trying to stay in Utah. You keep saying that you want to be there because your mama out there, but I really feel like you want to be in Utah because your ex is out there.
But that has nothing to do with anything. It's like I don't even care about him.
Oh my god, she lie. She just literally got off the phone with her ex trying to run up on her and rekindle. And telling the interviewer that she had feelings there and kind of wanted to see where things. Ugh. Got your 2-year-long settlement today. Wow. Awesome. I'd be celebrating too. I'd get white girl wasted. Get me a bottle of vodka and a bottle of orange juice. Screwdrivers for everybody. Screwdrivers. Maybe mimosas. Congratulations, impeccable.
I don't even care to be around him. I'm not even worried about that. Like, I'm more worried about being around my mom. Then I want to be around my family.
I want us to be a family. Like, why you gotta stay in Utah for?
I just have so much going on.
Like all of a sudden, like you just switching up on me. Why you getting cold feet for? Make up your mind. I'm gonna call you in a little bit.
Goodbye.
Man, she is so messy.
Like, I have so much going on right now. I don't know if I want to be with Willie, if I want to be out here with my mom, and everyone just keeps saying Ami, 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 and then Ami doesn't. I don't know. I'm so worried about trying to be there for people and make sure people are not hurt. I'm so worried about just everyone. I'm so done. I'm so over it.
And like she's getting upset, but like this is all her doing. You're the one that's having issues with the relationship status, I guess, right now. I think she's having a BPD moment. She's having an Amber moment. You'll have to bear with her because it's her BPD. It's definitely not her. Definitely not. I tried ordering some scented candles from Paris and now my account is locked down until tomorrow. Oh no. Welcome back. Go outside and touch grass. Yeah, no drunk shopping online. That kind of sounds like a slippery slope. Oh my god, not the fucking messy run and throw myself on the bed. Ugh. I thought you were telling Impeccable to touch grass. No. No. I would never. It's cold outside. Why would I do that? It's so dramatic. I don't even feel bad for laughing. She did this to herself. But I feel I don't know if I could be a camera person and have to follow somebody around doing this. They would have my laughter on camera because I would be laughing. I'd be like, at first I'd be like, "Are you okay?" And then after that I would laugh. I would be that person to go sit beside her on the bed and just like kick my feet and be laughing and be like, "What are we crying about?" But that's just me. That's the kind of friend I am. I'm the one that'll make you laugh about how sad you are. Because it's either laugh at me or we both cry. So
I think Ami and Willie are just a part of just MJ trying to hide herself. Because Ami loves me and Willie loves me and I feel loved by them at a certain point, and I just feel like I wanted to be loved by anybody.
oh, she's definitely having a BPD moment. Definitely. You know what's funny? I don't think Amber could do this. Like throw herself on the side of the bed, having a BPD moment, just I don't think Amber could do it. That would fuck her knees up. And she wouldn't be able to get back up. And getting back up, she may twist an ankle. And we know how long she was down last time for a twisted ankle. Impeccable. Oh my God. Jingle for a tissue company.
I want to just think a lot of things through. And I need some time to myself.
You know what? You wouldn't see me getting congested like that over no man. No, sir. Mm-mm. Not ugly crying to the point of that congestion. I hate that. Not being able to breathe out your nose. Ugh. Hate it.
Her behavior, it's not like her at all. Something had to happen. Who is this?
That's a very good question. Because I don't know who the you are anymore.
I would charge $15,000.
That's a part of like my commitment as his partner.
I swear, if they let Kaylee pay 15 grand for that fucking lawyer to help Hunter, I'm gonna riot. I will write this show. I would fucking write this show and be like, you can't do this to people. That's a lot of money. And she's just a hairdresser. It's not like she makes that much. The fact that she's was able to give him 6 grand over the course of time that she's been talking to him, that's a lot of money. Mm-mm.
Turn your selfies into professional headshots.
I really would like to does she get money? I'm sure they do, but it's probably contracted for like after the episodes have aired. But I'm sure they do get paid for the show. But I don't think they make that much money. It's not like Teen Mom where they've had like dozens of episodes now and seasons with the same girls. So they probably get like a couple thousand per episode, which is not much, but I mean, it's better than nothing for showing their ass on national television.
Open up.
That's it. Open up. Oh, yeah.
That would mean they're giving her money to give him. I think it's been doing stuff like, yeah. Yeah, probably. It's still like really shitty. Somebody needs to pay somebody to go in and kick Hunter in his balls. I feel like that would be justified.
Kidding me? Open the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming. Oh, really? That's complete. Oh, y'all was?
Volunteers tribute. Listen, Kaylee, you don't need anybody to threaten him. Just have people from watching the show write into the fucking jail and be like, you need to kick this motherfucker in the balls every time you see him. Nut check him. He deserves it. Let that be a reminder to him.
Rob, where you at?
What's up?
Oh, come on. Fix yourself.
That is so embarrassing. But I know for sure I'm traumatized. The way he touched me, he looked at me. They looking at me. Everybody.
Everybody?
It's like the walk of shame. You can get your ass up there so they can take all eyes on me.
Oh, babe, I'm some right in my face.
Oh, you know it fucking stinks up in that room. Don't hug anyone unless you showered and crack a window. Yeah. The fact that, like, he's saying he's got to wash his face. You know what they were doing in there. It smelled musty, I promise you.
Just nasty. We just needed like 10 more minutes.
I know, right? Like, I feel like, you know, that was kind of quick. And I'm glad you got yours off. I got tricks and I mastered them, so I know how to knock the...
Well, I'll give it to him. I'll give him that. You know what? I'll give him that. At least he treated her first. Some men, they would take this opportunity to get themselves there first after spending so long away. But the fact that he treated her first, you know what? Go her. Get them some. She at least got her fun started. She got the pregame going. After the family visit, she can get the rest of it. There you go. You know what? I'm not mad at it. You know what? He might be all right. He might be all right. We don't know yet, but he might be all right. Yeah, he got the motor humming. He got the kitty purring. He might be all right.
Gotta fix the girls a little bit.
I know how to keep my composure, really go to work so I can enjoy what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Minuteman's over here, B. Hi, baby.
Nice. Yeah, see Uncle Rob.
Hey, what's up? You see your uncle? You see your Uncle Robbie? Yo, it is so amazing to have, like, all my whole family there for me. My bros and my whole family, my father, my sister. Hey, baby, you okay? You don't like your uncle? My niece is so beautiful. That's the first time I met her. And see a little view. I'm gonna get out there with the bros. So, Jay, you wanna pop out, Jay? You want boys? Let's see the old boys, man. Ladies, you wanna stay out there? No, I gotta get this view. That's the view, but I'm saying we gotta take some pictures.
So, Miss Ma'am, how you feeling?
I'm just so mad y'all was banging like y'all was crazy. Y'all could have waited.
We gotta get this view right here. Penthouse suite, you heard?
Well, I mean, you got that awkward moment out of the way.
It was so good. I didn't want to.
Why are you telling his family this? I know there's being close or whatever and being open with your family, but I feel like that's a little much. And also, the baby probably didn't want anything to do with you because your face smells like pussy. I'm sorry. It's not a good smell to be rubbing up on a little baby. That was wild behavior. I hope he washed his face real good. Because I know.
Three amigos.
You gonna be ready to let him go to Brooklyn once all of the commotion is over?
It takes about 2 hours to get to and from Rob once he paroles to Brooklyn.
You turn it off?
I just feel like I really just want to spend so much quality time, like with Rob. These people gotta go home. Chicken good, Nyla? All right.
But the one food I think I missed is a chicken ball. I missed that so much with the guac sauce and the chips. I ain't had that in a long.
Damn, eating Chipotle right out there. You know, I'd probably be the same way. If I were to be in jail for that long and come out, I'd probably want Chipotle too. I got a beard right now.
Time. That's what I want. Great man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of chips. Crazy, like I've been craving that though, like out of everything.
Everybody's eat, have a great time, be merry. Yep.
You know, out here we have better than Chipotle though, and for cheaper. And it's a place called Julio's. So good. So fucking good. Best burrito bowl. And you can fucking load that shit up. So good. That makes me want a burrito bowl. Now, tonight we had, I made Chinese food. I made we had these strip steak, like really thin cuts of steak. And we used a new sauce. It's supposed to be sweet and spicy. Mumufuku. This shit was hot. There wasn't much sweet to it. It was just fucking hot. We had that, zucchini, and some sticky rice. This shit was good, but my eyes were watering. Everything was watering. It was too hot. It was really good. It was really good. I think next time I may add some like ponzu or something to it to help the heat a little bit, because I'm not that big of a spicy person, but that was a lot. I needed some sugar and ginger maybe to cut some of that heat.
I want to relax. Is that so much to ask for? Everybody busting in on the door, ruining my sex session. I feel as if I should definitely be Rob's #1 priority. It's really
Ground turkey nachos. We had ground turkey chili the other day. We did like beanless chili with just turkey meat, poblanos, roasted chilies. What else did we have in there? Onion and crushed tomatoes. It was pretty good. I think I made it a little too soupy though. I like my chili to be thick, and it was a little too soupy for me. Scotch bonnets, yeah. I've made the sweet chili sauce. Yeah, Amber likes soupy. It did remind me of Amber's chili. I'm gonna not lie there. It wasn't as like chunky as her soupy chili, but it was definitely a little more soupy than I would have liked. It's been so cold here. It's been like we either want soups or chili, or tonight was different because we did Chinese food, but we did spicy, but we just wanted something that was like a little warm because it's like 30 degrees out here. It's crazy for Florida. I can tell it smells like poop in that room. They all smelling. The fact that she's pouting because she can't get finished what they started is funny to me. I've been there. It should hurt. That hurts hard. I always tell them to make it spicy as fuck, and I thought it was a piece of red bell pepper or something. Lady Blue Balls, exactly. It sucks, man. If they get it going and then they can't do anything after, it sucks. Yeah, and I think it was like Tallahassee and like Pensacola area got 4 inches, Kiki. 4 inches of fucking snow. Hell has officially frozen over. I guess they can't rule out global warming now because of the snow in Florida. That's crazy to me.
Pissing me off.
What are you gonna do when Willie's out and you want Ami? I do think MJ is in love with Ami still.
What if I'm just using Willie?
Did you hear from Crystal today at all?
Yeah.
You've been blue balling for longer than you cared. Girl, go treat yourself. Go treat yourself.
She's mad.
There's a lot of drama swirling around.
I don't know who the you are anymore.
I'm about to go to St. Pete and I was going to bring bikinis and shit. Yeah, I wouldn't do that right now, Kiki. It's like 30 degrees here and I'm not far from St. Pete. It is going to be cold this week. I saw people in like Tallahassee and Pensacola and those areas. They were all over TikTok at first. And I was like, it's showing snow. Like I nudged Liam and I was like, they're saying it's snowing in Florida. And like it's been cold here. It's been rainy and cold. But I never imagined snow. And he's like, no way, that's gotta be fake. And so I Googled it to see if like there was any news stories or anything on it, and like one after another news stories showing at least we were supposed to expect 4 inches of snow. It was crazy. I heard it was never supposed to snow here either. Like we looked it up 2 weeks ago if it's ever snowed in Florida, and it hadn't. And lo and behold, this happens. I was like, go figure. Trump takes office and Florida gets snow. I'm not saying that it's because of him, but it's a fucking coincidence. Oh, for sure. For sure. 2025 is definitely going to be. Miami is super foggy right now and cold for here, but in St. Pete, I'm going to freeze my ass off. Yeah, you are. The wind is that freezes you more than anything.
Tomorrow I'm leaving Utah. A lot of things just happened that I didn't realize how much I have on my plate. And so yesterday I couldn't sleep. Like I was up all night trying to figure out what's best for me. What the heck?
And it's been frozen all week here. I'm like 30 minutes from the White Houses. Yeah. Hell is frozen over. Hell is frozen over. He took office. Hell froze over. I think I'm the thing that I've seen that I'm most scared, and not to get political here, but the thing that I've seen that he is trying to push for or talked about pushing for that I'm most worried about is the same-sex marriage. Just because I have a lot of friends and family that are gay and married happily. What's that going to mean for them? Schools have been on a 2-hour delay all week. Not complaining. Do you have kids, Saucy? Brioche? Because you might be complaining if you had kids. Luckily, it's codified in our state's constitution, that and the right to choose. No, you work at a school? Okay. So, okay. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. That's how you can tell I have no kids. Yeah, if you're loving the fact that there's no school, there's a pretty good chance that you don't have children. Not that you wouldn't love your children if you had them and there was a school day, but a week, 2 weeks being home. No, I love my kids.
It doesn't mean they can't be little shits sometimes. School is chaos with the delay, so I can imagine getting them ready. Oh my god, I have to tell a story time here because it was so fucking funny. I usually go with my husband. We have the luxury of being off work or being able to take time away from work to go and pick up our youngest from elementary school. And and we picked her up today and she was very excited for some reason. And usually if she's really excited, something funny or exciting happened in school. And we were like, okay, what happened? What happened? You're like excited to tell us something. What happened? And she's like, well, and then she listed off a name of one of her classmates and told us this fucking wild ass story about that student's mom cheated on her dad and brought her boyfriend to the school to pick her kids up. And and she just went on about how the mom was cheating on the dad and how the dad was going to punch the boyfriend with a karate chop. And I'm just like, what is happening in elementary school? What is happening? But she was so excited to tell us that. And I was like, oh my God, my little one is a gossip. I'm just like, for one, did the girl tell her this story or did it happen in front of her because she was in the pickup line? Kids, man. Some of the wildest shit. I know, a little gossip girl.
Oh, brother! Oh, I missed you.
It's okay. It's okay.
How are you?
Good.
I'm so confused with what's going on with my mom, with Willie, with Ami. So I called.
So real for what the hell? That's so scandalous. I know. And I'm like, how does she know who's the boyfriend? Like, how did she know that that was the boyfriend with the mom and not the dad? Like, what were they doing to say boyfriend? Were they holding hands to the walk up? Like, what the fuck was going on there? And my daughter was just so excited to tell me and my husband about it. Me and Liam are just sitting there laughing at each other and being like, our kid's the gossip. Oh my God. Yeah, kids are a hoot, man. Kids are so fucking funny sometimes, and sometimes they're not trying to be. They tell you how it is. They tell you how they perceive the world, and it's fucking crazy sometimes.
Oh, my brother. You look so good.
Thank you. Let me see. Okay, looking snatched.
Dengi knows what I've been through. Come on, let's go sit over here. And so, just him hearing me out as a sister, I feel like he feels my pain more than anyone else. Oh my gosh, it's good to see you.
So, how long you been here?
So I came 2 days ago. I took mom to radiation, and Ami calls talking about
But you still on that?
He's talking about rekindling.
Yeah, Penny, that is true. Some old people don't care either.
Love is me. Like, oh, happy, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Control, MJ control.
Wait, does Willie give you that?
No, Willie doesn't give me the. Willie gives me the. We're grown. You know, we know what we want. We have our moments where it's like giggly, but like Ami gave me that kind of little girl.
Yeah.
Me and Ami, we were just not seeing eye to eye for the last 2 years, and then like we went to a family function. Ami got drunk, and when Ami gets drunk, he tends to be a whole different person.
Grandmas that cuss. I didn't cuss around my grandmother until after I turned 18, which I don't know why I didn't around my grandmother, because she was constantly dropping F-bombs and cussing about something. But also my great-grandmother, when she was still alive, I remember getting together at a family function. My great-grandmother, who was like 80, she would have been 81 at the time, never cussed around her. I respected her enough to not cuss around her. But we were at a family get-together, and one of my uncle's friends was there. And he had like major weight loss.
He had lost a lot of weight because he was sick. And she sees him, and the first thing that comes out of her mouth is, "Can you get your fat ass out of my way?" And he was so taken aback by her saying that. And he's like, "Fat ass? I've lost like 100 pounds. What are you talking about?" And I'm just like sitting there laughing the whole time because she's just shitting on him because he's a bigger guy. And it's like, I don't think she remembers what you looked like before. It's been a while since she's seen you, and she has like dementia at that point. So she was just fucking reading him, and he was just upset about it. He would not let it go. He was like, "Look, this is what I looked like before," and he was like showing his ID of how much bigger he was. It was fucking hilarious. And I was like, "She's just gonna tell you how it is. If you're fat, she's gonna tell you you're fat." He's clutching his skinty pearls.
I knew drinking was my weakness. I'm trying to change. I don't want to drink anymore. And so I felt like him putting my weakness in front of me was him not supporting me.
Yeah, she was like 80 something years old. She didn't give him one fuck. She will tell you how it is. Just a little old woman. She reminded me of the little old lady on Golden Girls, the mom. That's what she reminded me of. Maybe a little bit more aggressive with the swearing, though.
I was at a point where I'm like, you know what? I'm done.
Yeah, Sophia.
What are you gonna do when Willie's out and you want Ami?
What if I'm just using Willie to cover for Ami?
That's probably could be it. What if you cross paths with Ami? Are you gonna have a conversation with
Yeah,
him?
talk to him. I'm a grown woman. The big girl's out now.
No, I feel like that's a lie.
I know. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen.
I feel like that's a lie.
I'm not even lying. I said I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I
What
don't
if you
know.
see it? Then what?
I think Willie will be a good husband. I know he'll be a good father, and I know he'll be a good protector.
The white girl drinking White Claws. Who was drinking White Claws? Oh, Impeccable. Was she drinking White Claws, or was she just drinking? Did she specify what she was drinking? Getting white girl wasted. Actually, that makes more sense by saying white girl wasted. Usually white girls are wasted off of White Claws. Or what's the other fucking canned bougie drink that girls... Not the Buzz Balls, that's Amber. But doing a hookup again? I mean, go on, get it. Get it while you can.
And that's everything I need. I'm gonna face it, and I'm gonna just take it head on. So,
like a Mike's Hard Lemonade. Yeah. Or like a wine cooler. That was mine of choice when I was in my youth. Because that's all I could get a hold of. People would buy me wine coolers. It was a little bit harder to ask, "Hey, can you get me a bottle of Jim Beam?" No, bitch. Have some fucking Zima. Or some Bacardi. Red Apple Ale. Yeah, not the Bacardi. Hey, not the Zima either. Have you tasted that as an adult? Some places still sell like a version of Zima. It's like their interpretation of it, and it's fucking disgusting. Disgusting. I'll stick with my, Seagrams. I'll stick with my mimosas. My mother-in-law loves treating me to a mimosa when we do brunch, and my Jack and Cokes. That's what I'll stick to. I'm a simpleton. It's not that I don't like fancy drinks, it's just that those usually get me sick because I drink too much of them, not knowing that there's a lot of alcohol in them. Whiskey sours. I remember my mom on my 21st birthday giving me a bottle of butterscotch schnapps and cherry vodka. And then she got me like a gallon of orange juice, and she's like, "Go ham, it's your 21st birthday. Watch how much you consume of, like, don't drink it all, but like have as much as you want." I ended up getting sick in her front lawn at like 3 o'clock in the morning and had my best friend over to help me to my bed, to then help me take my disgusting fucking throw up clothes off me, to let me sleep it off. Woke up to my dog the next morning just sitting over in the corner, not wanting to be around me because I smelled like vomit. Yeah, good times. 21. Never do that again. Never do that again. And I will not drink cherry vodka after that. I have not touched cherry vodka since I was 21.
So I need to face this issue. I just need to talk to Ami. I just need to see his ass.
Are you nervous to tell Willie that you're going to see Ami?
I'm not telling Willie anything. At the end of the day, I would always pick Willie over Ami. And if Willie don't pick me, oh well, I'm still gonna follow Willie until he picks me. Because I love Willie. I love Willie. See, that's not a lie.
And then what if he comes out and he's not what he says he's gonna be?
Yeah.
Then what if you just run back to Ami?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
You will. Opposites attract.
She might as well just tell both of these men that she wants to be in relationships with them, because she essentially wants both of them, doesn't want to leave either one of them. She is messy. Messy.
Doesn't, Fingy. 13 years, I kept trying to make it attractive. It wasn't attracting. It just kept going.
But no, you're gonna get back with him. You'll get back with him.
No, I don't
13
think so.
years? I don't think you can just brush somebody under the rug for 13
Fingy,
years.
I don't think so.
No, MJ, I don't think you can.
It reminds me of the hilarious comment someone made about Chantal because of the bronzer she's been wearing. Who is that beautiful, strong woman of color? I saw somebody fucking photoshopped her bronzer face to make it darker. Who is that olive skin beauty? She is so fucked for that. I love how she doesn't think that she is white. That's what I love the most. She thinks that she is exotic. And it's no, bitch. You are a malformed white woman. You are a meatball. Cutie Dulce. Oh my god. And the fact that she bronzed her face that heavily, but not her hands. No neck. I mean, I can't see the neck, so. I'm surprised we're not getting the wisp of hairs coming out of her fucking hijab anymore. God, that was so funny. Started off as a contouring attempt, and then she was just like, fuck it. We're just gonna do all over. Wicked Weird Wednesday. Welcome to the midweek live stream. Yeah, the peekaboo sideburns. And her fly friends on each shoulder. Oh no, there's no volume for this.
15,000.
There we go. Also, I thought it was really hilarious that Chantal was using, I don't know if anybody caught it, but in one of her, I don't know if it was a live stream or her recorded content. It might have even been deleted by now. So I'm sure somebody's archived it. But she was using a teeth whitening filter because everything she was eating was turning white as it entered her mouth. I was like, wait a minute here. Her teeth aren't that fucking white. What are you talking about? The fucking whitening filter.
Dollars is
a lot of money.
But it is really important for me to continue to hold Hunter down because I really do feel like we're soulmates.
It's like, Chantal, you know, they make a free whitening filter that you don't have to load up on the live streams or load into your phone. It's called brushing your goddamn teeth. I know. Oh, and Amberlynn's still out here. God bless her. Thinking that she's not dating a feeder and that we're to believe that she wasn't well over 500 pounds. 500, I would say 550, honestly. I know, she does nothing all day. Just a once a day toothbrushing. We can't do that. There's water flossers now. You don't even have to go through all the trouble of taking the floss out of the package and putting it between your teeth. Just water gun between all of them. Toothpaste in a dream. I mean, hell, she sucks and chews on chicken bones all day. Just fucking chew on the chicken bone a little bit longer. I guess it'll do the same thing. If you're gonna sexualize a chicken carcass, you might as well do it the right way. Use it to fucking brush your teeth. Bones work for dogs. Get her a little greenie to brush her teeth. And then next thing you know, she's going to be taking away treats from the cat. She slurps and wraps her tongue around the chicken and such. And somebody did a slow-mo of her eating something and where she did that fucking tongue thing. And I was like, you watched this back and you still wanted to put it out there. Ew. I bet it makes Sala happy, though. That's foreplay. Watching her fucking wrap her tongue around big gobs of rice and chicken bones. When she sucks on them goddamn chicken bones. Ugh. Ew. Well, it's a good thing I already ate dinner, or I would be very put off by wanting to eat it. Day one of let's watch Piggy's day one. I think that's up our alley. Let me bring up
Want to start a podcast but not sure how? Riverside has got you covered. First, go to Riverside.
The mental image is unsettling. The physical image is unsettling. I'm leaving you. I'm not leaving you with anything. I'm not leaving yet. This is just a palate cleanser. What are you talking about, Brioche? This is a palate cleanser.
Today, I'm having my favorite roasted chicken, like I told you.
Oh my god. Fucking Piggy put these filters on, I'm sure. She looks fucking atrocious.
I don't know what it is. Mixed pickle. Mixed pickles. The wedge. The garlic. The meaty bite. Man.
If you didn't know what she actually looked if you didn't know what she actually looked like, you would think this was a mentally challenged person enjoying their dinner. What is this? This is Chantal Marie Sarrault, El Rafe, aka Foodie Beauty, aka cosplaying Muslim, hijabi. Can I show an actual pic of her? Sure. I'm sure I can find one.
I'm not sure that changes even though I do know what she looks like. Let me look up Chantal real quick so we can give Penny some reference. So not far off from not far off from the filter. Badlands Chugs. It's mostly like the nose that's really fucking with me right now because it's fucking hilarious. And the little ass mouth, because Chantal has a big ass mouth. Like, I've seen her unhinge that. My palate feels dirtier. I thought this was a cleanse. This is the dirty martini cleanse.
Wow. And for the roasted chicken, I have a wing and a breast. Oh.
I know. She eyes it like she's gonna fuck it. But also, like, this is meant to be a diet. This is meant to be, like, veering away from takeout food. I would think fried chicken would be the opposite direction we're trying to go. But I do realize that Badland Chugs will eat and drink anything. I don't know if I want to go do that, all that. No fast food challenge, yeah. We see all of her staples here. French fries, fried chicken, and pickles. And pickled vegetables, I'm sure. And whatever the fuck, I guess she made some kind of fucking salad, I don't know. And then there's something over in this other container, it looks like. Maybe it's more pickles? Wow, I just Googled that Chugs person. I don't want my algorithm changing.
Listen to that crunch.
Yeah, I'm not a pickle connoisseur. I like pickled jalapenos. But as far as pickles go, no. I do not enjoy.
The book got some kind of seasoning. Like an Arabic spice. Yeah. So I did 30 minutes on the treadmill today.
It might not be lagging. The filter seems to be glitching a little bit, so maybe that's it. Or unless it actually is lagging, I don't know. What is my CPU at? It could be. It's fine over here. Yeah, it may just be the video glitching, or the filter glitching. I see where the chugs part comes from. The live stream is in slow motion for you. I don't know why it would be. Go out and come back in. How many beers have you had tonight? How many drinks have you had?
10.
Because watching Chantal eat roasted chicken in slow motion seems like trauma. And I don't want to scar you for life. This is just supposed to be a dirty cleanse. I'm not drinking yet. Well, fuck. You're not lagging anymore? Okay, great. Has Amber posted anything new? Probably an eating video. That sounded horrific. Alright, so nothing on Amber. Oh, let me hold on a second. Because I don't know if any of y'all have watched my Molly Rudder, like, intro to her. Do you think Amber annoys the crap out of Tommy? I mean, that's the reason. That's the reason Emily stays in Wisconsin and they haven't moved in together. I'm pretty sure. And I'm also almost 100% positive that Amber is paying Emily's rent. The one I posted this morning, it could have been, let me look. What did I post this morning? No, not the Lily Contino, Molly Rudder I did the day before. Yeah, the one that asked her date to do her taxes. I let you guys in on her her last video before the TikTok was supposed to be banned. Where she had like a huge crash out because she didn't know what she was gonna do for work and she didn't receive her last paycheck from them. And apparently she you're gonna have a couple, you're off work tomorrow. Hey, treat yourself. Treat yourself. But apparently she had somebody make some comments towards her TikTok stating that they were telling her to get a job when she had that crash out. And she didn't take to that too kindly. So she wanted to make a post about it. And a post she did because it got condescending real fucking quick. Let's see if she still has it up. Yes, she does. And also, I don't know the fucking shirt. My name, Ashley. A very common name for the 80s. Let me pull up Miss Molly's. Shit. Actually, let's just do full display. I think that'll work better. It is her, the tax beggar. Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. To all of you trolls who've been telling me to get a...
Can y'all hear her? Her volume seems pretty low. This was made after people told her to get a job. Let me see if I can boost the volume a little bit. Gain. Let's see how 4 goes. All right. I boosted the volume a little bit. Tell me if it's too high.
A real job, okay? So the fact of the matter is that I spent a large portion of today applying to part-time jobs in my community. Now, the trolls might be thinking this is a big W for them, a big I told you so for them, that you could never make it as a full-time content creator with the amount of followers that I have. And they're gonna think this is a big L for me. That this is a failure of mine, that I was irresponsible, that I shouldn't have done this. And you know what, to all those people I say, what's a real job to you?
I don't think she's wearing a shirt under that shirt. And I don't think she's wearing a bra under said shirt. I think she's freeballing under that shirt. And it's not like it closes up all the way.
Because I think in content creation, I exchange a service in the form of entertainment for money. That sounds like a real job to me, doesn't it? Maybe you think it was a realer job when I was going to grad school and I was a grad assistant in the dean's office for the School of Education. And then I also worked for Uber on the side, and then also worked as a substitute teacher. So I worked 3 jobs while I was putting myself through school. Was that a real job to you? What about
Molly, those were 3 real jobs. Yes, those were real jobs. Content creation is a real job too, but it I don't think she needs to be a teacher. She's not anymore. She chooses to do social media over teaching, which speaks wonders on her her mental capacity, but she she is so ass hurt about people telling her to get a real job when she had the fucking crash out about TikTok because YouTube is not paying her bills. I don't think it's paying much of anything for her. She has barely over 1,000 subscribers, and her view count for her podcast is not great. At least not for making like any type of money off of it. TikTok is where she made a pretty cushy living. So if TikTok was no longer a thing, what is she going to do for money? She was begging the internet for fucking money, for people to pay for her to continue living off of social media. She was asking people to donate towards her paying her bills. So yes, people are telling you maybe have a backup in order because social media is a finicky bitch and it's not going to be forever. Sites shut down all the time. They can choose whenever they want to change the rules on how you're paid. So I miss MySpace too. I miss like being able to design your profiles. Do y'all go deer hunting? I haven't been deer hunting or hunting in general since probably my late teens. She should branch out if she wants to do content creation for a living. I know, and like she's getting ass hurt over people telling her, "Hey, maybe have an option for like something part-time at least to carry you through if something were to happen again." And it's unsteady income. That like, and she's basically shitting on them. And she's such a I can't stand her personality. It's like Amber and Chantal and what's that other fucking Alexandra Rodriguez, Alexandra, whatever the fuck her name is. It's like all of them conglomerated into one being and became Molly. And also somebody in my comment section told me that the breakup story that Molly gave was not true, that she had a live stream not long after the breakup, pretty much dishing on all the shit. And she did a lot that caused that breakup. She was messy and then was wondering like, well, what happened? And gave him like a list of questions that she wanted answered about the end of their relationship for just like confirmation, I guess. And it's just like, the fuck? Who does that?
when I was working the front desk at the Holiday Inn and I got harassed by a guest that was there?
Adriel Sigler. I don't know if I've seen her. I know I've seen the Rodriguez girl a few times. Like she did the weight loss shit and was an influencer and lost weight and gained the weight back and lost weight and gained the weight back, had plastic surgery, lied about it, had a baby, a bunch of things. I'll have to look it up and go down that rabbit hole. I like controversy. I like when people are messy, and messy for the internet is always fun. It's always fun to see people crash out on the internet.
So then that guest got kicked out. Was that a real job to you? Like that was a minimum wage job, by the way. Now, or was it a realer job when I worked at a daycare at a church when I was a teenager? Was that job real? Or maybe...
Did you get paid for that job, Molly, as a teenager working at a daycare at a church? Yeah, realer, English major. Well, she taught English. I don't know if she was an English major. She was teaching English. Now, granted, elementary English, I don't know how much different it is, but I would assume... Probably not. I know I didn't.
Maybe the real job I had was when I managed international summer camps in Boston for 4 summers. I was a manager. I oversaw camps of 200 students at a time from all over the world. I managed a team of teachers. Was that job...
I thought for a minute it was my eyes playing tricks on me because I'm wearing my new glasses. And is her lens smudged on her camera? Because I know she films with her phone. But her hair looks really soft. It looks like really bad glamour shot lighting. She was probably the supervisor no one liked. She needs to put this on her resume to apply for some real jobs. She's probably going to put it on her LinkedIn.
Real to you? Or was it when I worked at a boutique in a local mall in my neighborhood? Again, a minimum wage type job.
Are minimum wage type jobs not real jobs? I would think any job is a job as long as you're consistently getting paid, right? Any service you do that you're getting paid for is a job, right? Right? I don't know. I didn't graduate. I got my GED like 3 months after I was supposed to graduate. She can't not be offensive. I know. She like talks so much shit and it's like you're one step away from financial ruin. You're trying to get fucking financial advice from a 20-something-year-old that just got out of school. I don't know, man. I don't know that I can trust your logic on things.
Or maybe this is it. Maybe this is the point you're trying to make. That I got my master's degree and my certification as a teacher in New York State, and I've been a teacher for the past 5 years full time. That's probably what you're referring to, isn't it? The fact that I left a real job like teaching to do this. Interesting. Because when I was a teacher, the highest quality of life I ever had was a teacher when I was teaching abroad, where my schools were paying for my housing, paying for my airfare. I made a livable wage, and I was able to live a very high quality of life, where they also gave me the airfare, like I said, so I could travel the world too. Then I also moved back to the United States and started working as a teacher here. And
so I feel like she fucked herself by coming back to the US. Like if you were paid well where you were working as a teacher before and they covered your amenities, seems like a pretty cushy job if you ask me, and you were able to travel on their dime, why would you leave that? Yeah, why would you want to go back to having to pay for everything in the US? That doesn't make no sense. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make not one bit of sense. I think she left where she was because of the breakup. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I know her mom had some health issues as well, but I don't think that would be why she would move back to the US. Why wouldn't she just have her mom? Not a lick of no sense. But I don't know why she just wouldn't move her mom there to the better life that she could afford. I don't know. I don't know the story behind her mom's health, and her mom had passed away, I think last year. Exactly. And then she had the whole fucking drama with her dogs when she came back to the US. They were held in fucking they were held back because they couldn't travel with her for some reason. And then they were stuck in a midway point to where they couldn't cross the US border, and it's just like, ma'am, you should have just fucking stayed where you were. Not only did you leave a stable job that was paying you well and you got great benefits with, but you left to fucking do TikTok. And mind you, she quit her teaching job. She barely had 100,000 people following her on TikTok. A lot of people that do TikTok for a living have like hundreds of thousands, not just 100,000 people following them on TikTok. Like they have close to the millions. Like it's pretty high up there to earn a really stable, affordable, comfy living off of TikTok. She had 100,000 people following her. Was it before she quit her fucking career? I don't know. It seems dumb all around. She's not working with a full deck up there, I don't think.
And boy, was it different. I was working beyond my contracted hours on a regular basis, as all teachers do. I was highly stressed out. I was overworked, underpaid, underappreciated. And so I decided at a certain point that I got way too burnt out because I was always doing TikTok on the side and I was having success with it. So I thought, why not do that instead? So I left my teaching profession, something that I invested a lot of time and money into pursuing, something that I genuinely loved, that I was very successful at.
You know what I don't understand also? Why do you think people want to work for themselves? Yeah. What I don't understand is she has a teaching degree. Do you know how many jobs are available to do like online tutoring that pay very fucking well? There are a lot. I always see them when I'm like searching job classifieds. There's like a plethora of teaching jobs out there that are not the standard teaching in a classroom. Why you wouldn't use your teaching degree that you paid good money for to teach people, tutor them online is beyond me. But here we are trying to plead our case with TikTok fame. Yeah, private tutoring. But she also fails to mention the fact that she's the one that made the choice to fucking book it from a comfy job where she was making good money and wasn't stressed out, to coming to the US to be stressed out, living paycheck to paycheck, and having to work longer hours. Firstly, you fucking moved to New York. Expensive as shit to live there anyhow. I feel like this is a long list of bad decisions made on your part. Maybe some accountability and humble pie would help slow your roll and take you down off of that high horse. Just baby step down off of it.
I spoke at one of the biggest international teaching conferences in the world in Dublin, Ireland. I was a highly renowned teacher that had fantastic relationships with my parents and students, and I fucking loved that job. But I left. Why? Maybe it's because...
Do you know I actually used to bake humble pies? Is that even a real job? Do you consider that a real job, baking humble pies? Because I baked the humblest of pies, and everybody liked them. Everybody said, Molly, that is a great humble pie. But is that a job? I don't know. Tell me, is it a real job? I worked minimum wage. Minimum wage, is that a real job?
I live in a society that values something like social media and the money that comes with it more than the lives of human beings. Maybe it's because I live in a country where I, and as many others, don't have
You work with a bunch of rotten ass kids. No, I was about to say my customers would throw the pie back in my face. Yeah, but Saucy, you work with a bunch of rotten ass kids. So I left. I went from a job that paid for everything for me to a job that says, fuck you. Is that a real job?
Access to affordable health care, affordable education. Oh yeah, don't even get me started on how dangerous it is to work as a teacher in the United States. Don't even get me started on that. And even
Then why did you move back to the United States? Molly. It is Are you blonde? You're the one that moved. And now you're shitting on the fact that you moved back to a place that you can't afford comfortably. That sounds like a you problem, ma'am. It sounds like a you problem.
mention that one. Is that real enough for you?
You know what? I'm living for the I'm living for this because what if people that are fucking about to date her go and look up about her and see her TikTok or whatever? Maybe she even shares her social media on her dating profiles. But if she fucking shares these and people, this is their first impression of her before they meet her in person, I would be not meeting her in person. Like, she screams fucking crazy to me. She has crazy eyes. She's dumber than a box of rocks. I don't know how that's possible with a teaching degree, but here we are. Not a great decision maker. Not a good not a good compass of constraint when it comes to the dating world. Will literally date anybody, but as long as you're allowed talking shit on them afterwards. She reminds me of the lady that played the butcher on Horse Race Roanoke. Oh my fucking god, yes. The logic class didn't stick. No, it did not.
Is that real enough for you? Just wondering. Because I now have been pursuing social media full time since August, and for a fraction of the work, I have made more money. Now I know what you're thinking, though. You're thinking, wow, but you were just crying on TikTok for an $800 check. So?
Wait a minute. She only made $800 last month? Ma'am, is that enough to cover all your bills in New York? I don't think it is. There's no way that nice ass apartment is $800. There's no way. $800 is not footing the bill in New York. If you're only making $800 on TikTok, I think it's time to reconsider a real job. I think she lives in Buffalo.
That was my lowest month I've ever had as a creator on TikTok before. And now TikTok's extremely uncertain. I don't know about the future of this app, so I'm pivoting to other things. And guess what I fucking did today? I applied to part-time jobs. Why? Because I, more than anything else, have lacked routine in my life ever since I went full-time. Without a sense of routine, my self-motivation was going down, my productivity was going down, and with that, I was becoming more depressed. And so it was affecting my mental health. And so now, with how uncertain the future of TikTok is, and with how the fiasco that went with my latest pay from them, I've decided that I'm going to find some sort of part-time work in my local community so that I can have a paycheck that comes every so often, and it can be predictable. I know exactly when it's coming, the exact amount it's going to be, so that I can improve my mental health and my lifestyle so that I free up some brain power to continue pursuing my fucking dreams. Okay? there's this perception, I think, that all influencers are these like self-entitled people that come from wealth and privilege. And the fact of the matter is, I'm very aware that it's a privilege to have a platform.
Mind you, she's like 30 something.
But so many creators, including myself, come from humble backgrounds. We don't come from money. I just listed off all the variety of jobs I've had my entire life. I have mountains of student loan debt. Me and so many other creators, we're making enough money on this platform to just simply live a decent life. Look at me, look where I'm living. I'm living in a modest apartment, living a humble quality of life that I would argue, with the exception of the lack of routine that I just mentioned, I would argue that it's a higher quality of life than I had as a teacher here. So which one's fucking realer to you?
Which one's fucking realer to you? I know, she makes it sound like she's living in a fucking shoebox. Realer is most definitely not a word. At least not one an English teacher should be toting. Yeah, in New York, that's a fairly decent sized apartment. And she's got 3 animals. She's got 2 dogs and a cat. I'd say it's pretty nice. She's got fun money for all those dates she's going on. The cat is her handler. That cat is making sure she stays humble. She's crazy, man. She had a crash out about Trump's inauguration. She's crazy. She's crazy. Didn't I? I think I saved somebody that I wanted to share with you guys on TikTok. TikTok.
Why do people?
Not that one though. Let me go to my profile. Maybe it's one of my favorites. Sorry, bear with me here. I thought I maybe saved something. Maybe I send it to myself. I do that sometimes. Send myself stupid shit to share. How do I get to... $1,600 is the cheapest you could find here for a 2-bedroom apartment. I remember when rent for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath was $1,200. That's crazy. You know, I remember my first apartment in 2006. I had a 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath apartment, and I only paid $500 for that. And I believe when I got my first 2-bedroom apartment after I had my oldest, I think I paid like, I want to say like $700. And then I got to Texas in my first apartment in Texas before we had our house. I think we paid like close to $800 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I want to go back to those days. I want to go back to that apartment pricing, because this fucking condo living for
$1,600 for a 2-bedroom really pisses me off. Yeah, I want to get back to the three-digit apartment days. Fuck. 3-digit apartment days, and they paid for your trash and water. All you had to do was pay for electricity. Go back to those days. Fucking hate it here, man. So, Brioche, I don't think you were you here last time when I did the movie trailers? They keep building all those new townhomes, yeah. In Texas, they're really bad about like building cul-de-sacs, all the new builds, and then them being absolute fucking garbage builds. I wonder what they're gonna do now that like half of their workforce though that was doing those construction, the construction for those buildings, is pretty much gonna be deported. Do all the developers get together and decide what the new home trends will be? They're all like, yeah, they're all gonna go bye-bye. I guess where the white women at? Because that's what's gonna be filling them jobs. I don't know, man. Yeah, it sucks because I had to take most of them out of the live where I did the movie trailers because not all of the movies dinged me for copyright, but the ones that did, I was like, dude, it's just the fucking trailer. I'm not playing the movie. Do you not want to advertise your fucking movie? But I did see some movies. Also, Robert Eggers is doing a werewolf movie for 2026, Christmas of 2026. So I'm pretty fucking excited about that. I hope he does all of the Universal monsters, to be completely fucking honest. Even though Nosferatu isn't a Universal monster, but if he's gonna do werewolves, yes, I want creepy werewolf. I want creepy, disgusting, freaky werewolf with all the same ambiance and theatrics that Nosferatu brought, because fuck yes. But I also hope that he does Frankenstein. I would love his rendition of Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster. Like a more true to the book Frankenstein monster. I would live for that. So hopefully he continues to do the spooky. Which I'm sure he will, because most of his stuff has been. I've never seen a Frankenstein that I enjoyed. What the fuck was the name of the Frankenstein we watched that was ridiculous? Blink Twice? No, I have not watched it yet. I haven't even watched Heretic yet. I'm behind. It's literally on my hard drive. I just have to load it up and watch it. But I just haven't had the time yet. Between work, YouTube, kids, school stuff. It's a lot. It's fucking a lot right now. Let's see here. Be prepared for that one. Is it like a jump scare movie? I love and hate jump scares. Oh no. Okay, I remember what it is now. The thriller. Yep. Honestly, after everything that has come out about Ryan Reynolds and his fucking wife being complete fucking crazies,
Dawn of the Dead 2004 movie. I have watched Dawn of the Dead. It's good. I like zombie movies. But ever since Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively have come out to be fucking crazies, this movie is a little bit more scary. Yeah, Nosferatu was amazing. I loved the everything, really. The dark gothic. Everybody shit on the mustache, but like if you look at the period, because it's a period piece, that was what he would have looked like. They were going based off of, Vlad the Impaler, and a lot of the nobles in that time had that style of facial hair. It was just. Did you ever get to watch The Visitor? Let me refresh my memory on what that was. The one by Blumhouse, 2022. Oh, Visitor Q. Okay. Visitor Q. I have not. It's on my queue for movies that I have to download. We just haven't downloaded it yet. It'll probably be in the next batch that we. My husband loves foreign horror, especially Japanese and Korean. So it's right up his alley. I haven't found one that I've like totally loved yet. If you can't find, hit me up on Discord because I got the file. Okay, cool. Yeah. I definitely will. We have like a list of them that are going on for our next download of movies. We still have Lighthouse and Heretic to finish up from our last list. Yeah, Dawn of the Dead is a zombie movie. What was the one that we want? We watched Smile 2 during like the Christmas break. That was really good. I liked Smile 2. I thought it was better than the first one, to be honest. My husband didn't agree, but I did. And then we watched The Substance. I didn't like it. And it's not that I don't like kind of tongue-in-cheek horror or like body horror like that, but I didn't like The Substance. Yeah, Smile 2 is really good. Only the old movies like Halloween and Jason still scare me. I thought it was better than the first one. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of the monster design, and like I don't find it scary. I like how it fucks with their head though. Like it really is like you think you're going crazy because nothing is real. So it was neat to see that progress. Yeah. But I'm not like a fan of that monster by any means. Like it's just I don't it reminds me of like what is it, Brain Dead? That stupid older movie where the grandma had her like saggy tits out. Or no. Not Brain Dead. What the hell is it called? Horror movie about by I might as well bring this up while I'm watching it so y'all can enjoy it too. I love how they just listed out exactly what I searched for. Don't give the name of the movie. What's the name of this stupid fucking movie? Well, maybe they'll tell it in their little
back to
their
Quick
little
Films.
video.
Today, I'm going to explain a New Zealand horror comedy film called Dead Alive.
Dead Alive. Okay. My Killer Clowns from Outer Space Mass. Yeah. I love Meatwad. Yeah, it's not even in the tags. Not in the tags, not in the title, but they tell you in the beginning sequence of the the video, so I guess that's good. This is Dead Alive. I watched this when Blockbuster was still a thing. And like family video, I think there's some family videos still floating around, but when like it was renting videos was still popular.
Released in the year 1992.
Do you all watch The Walking Dead? I watched up until I think when the tiger died, I kind of lost interest. They killed the tiger. I didn't like that.
Spoilers ahead, like the video and subscribe. The movie opens up with Stuart, an explorer, running out of Skull Island with his guide. The two are carrying a caged rat monkey and trying their best to get out of the island as soon as possible. Unfortunately, Stuart is confronted by violent native tribes who demand the monkey's release. However, Stuart shows them the permit to take the monkey from the island and also scares them with a machine gun. After the native people run away, Stuart carries the cage all by himself.
Yes, I remember Shane Walsh, the one who lived in Daryl Dixon. Yeah, I love Daryl Dixon. The spinoff for Daryl Dixon, and wasn't it Daryl Dixon and what the fuck was her name? Carol? Wasn't it Carol? Yeah, badass Carol. She was my favorite character. Carol and Michonne. Everybody else was kind of...
And flees towards his team who are waiting for him.
Oh, they went to France. The look at the flower scene was intense, yeah. Yeah, Michonne, she was that bitch. She was that bitch. I still can't believe that Rick got her, but, you know. She makes me bite the bars of my enclosure.
In a jeep. On their way, they notice that the rat monkey has bitten Stuart on his hand. The guide and Stuart's teammates stop the jeep and kick Stuart out of it. Afraid about the infection getting spread, the guide suggests they chop off the injured hand of Stuart. Moments later, they notice a bite mark on his other hand and chopped it off too. Finally, they execute Stuart after noticing a series of bloody marks on his forehead. As Stuart was a worker of Wellington Zoo, the abducted rat monkey is transported to the same zoo. The scene then shifts to Paquita, a young girl who works in her family shop and also likes one of their distributors, Roger. Paquita's grandmother notices her getting attracted towards Roger and takes her to her room. Here, she takes out some cards and tells Paquita,
We're all good Christian friends here. Oh my god, you're being that trad wife? Don't let Chantal know. She's gonna try to one-up you at that. She's putting in that work on the treadmill now, I heard. I love that she... Speaking of Chantal on the treadmill, I keep on seeing clips of it on X, and it makes me laugh because people are like, how do we... She probably just left the treadmill running and is counting that as her doing. But does she have a trampoline? You need a little tramp... Oh my god. Even though Chantal would be against it because she doesn't like Christians anymore. But if a good Christian creature sent her a little trampoline with the handlebars,
I don't know. It might be her new favorite workout. She may lose some LBs doing that. Yeah, she only likes them when they're giving her gifts. I don't think, well, maybe with the trampoline she'll actually get some air because I've seen her jump on the couches and there's barely any lift. I'm actually surprised. Those are some well-made couches. Very well-made couches. For her to be up on them like that and bouncing and them not give way. Maybe that's not why they went through so many couches. Maybe the reason that they went through so many couches was because Chantal was bouncing on them like that. Maybe it wasn't semen after all. Maybe it wasn't sperm on all the furniture. Maybe it was Chantal bouncing on them or like flirping on them. Does she call it sealing? Just lumping like lumpy space princess all over the place.
That a handsome boy will come into her life, which is not Roger. She also mentions
she's definitely broken a back or two in her day.
That when he comes near to her, she will notice a symbol of a moon and a star. While her grandmother is telling her about this, a young boy, Lionel Cosgrove, who lives with his controlling mother, Vera, arrives at the shop and asks Paquita to pack a list of items. After a while, when Lionel tries to take a chocolate from the desk,
there's nut because the bouncing is just too spicy. I reckon you're right. I reckon that could be what happened, why he erupted like Vesuvius all over the blue crushed velvet of the furnitures. Like Amber. Amber's not sealing. Amber can't lay back. Her ass hits before her back does. That's not even what those cards would mean, but okay. Oh, Amber breaking the chair, yeah. That was funny. Paul does love trampoline time. A little too much, if you ask me.
he spills the box of pencils kept there. Paquita approaches him to clean the table, but is surprised to see a symbol of a moon and star made out of pencils. She then believes that Lionel is the one her grandmother was talking about and starts walking toward him. Seeing Paquita behaving strangely, Lionel walks out of the shop and returns home without bringing any of the items that his mom had ordered. Back at home, Vera suggests Lionel clean the house, as a president of the women's club named WLWL is going to visit their house in the coming week. Vera doesn't want Lionel to go out, so she keeps on assigning Vera's duties to keep him busy. Later, while Lionel is mowing the lawn, Paquita
he's like a full-grown male Matilda.
Arrives there bringing all the grocery items mentioned in the list. During their short conversation, Paquita asks Lionel to take her to the zoo, and he reluctantly agrees. Meanwhile, Vera notices Lionel talking with Paquita and calls him upstairs. The next day,
I really hope this shows like almost the ending sequence of this movie because it is so fucking outrageously out there. I know this movie got awards for being like the bloodiest horror movie back in the day. I'm not so sure now. I would think that maybe Evil Dead got that reign after one of its series of movies and all that shit, but this was like a big deal back in the day, and I remember watching this when are the original ankle biters, yeah. I remember watching this back in the day with, I think I had like a bunch of friends and stuff over because my family, we rented movies, had friends over, had pizza, and that would be our like weekend. And I don't think anybody made it through the end of the movie because there was so much going on that was either cringy or just gross. Yeah, it's like a horror comedy, body horror-ish movie.
Lionel gets ready and quietly leaves his home to meet with Paquita. Despite him walking out quietly, Vera notices him and decides to follow him. After some time, Lionel and Paquita can be seen in the zoo enjoying their time together. They come across the same rat monkey which kills another monkey and starts eating its flesh. Paquita is disturbed.
I'll have to see if Liam can find this one on the next series of downloads we do for movies so that we we can watch it in the Discord, because I think it'll be pretty funny.
By the scene and decides to walk away from the place. Later, while Lionel and Paquita are sitting on a bench, Vera can be seen spying on them. During this act, Vera comes closer to the rat monkey's cage and it bites her arms. Vera screams out loudly in pain and kills it with her boots before walking out. She then asks Lionel to take her home and look after her wound. After reaching home, Lionel calls nurse McTavish to treat his mother's wound. McTavish cleans the wound and leaves after bandaging it properly. Vera then forces Lionel to promise that he will never see Paquita again, and he agrees. Later at night, after Vera falls asleep, Lionel goes to his room, but he hears some noise coming from outside. When he approaches the balcony, he notices Paquita standing outside holding his jacket. Lionel calls her upstairs and the two end up having romance. The next morning, when Lionel goes to Vera's room to check on her,
they have a romance. Lionel, you dog.
He finds her in a very critical situation. He looks at the wound and decides to call McTavish, but Vera stops him from doing so. Right then, the doorbell rings and Lionel opens it to find Nora, the president of WLWL, with her husband Albert, standing at the entrance. Lionel welcomes them and rushes to Vera's room to inform her about the guest.
It sounds like something Chantal would contract over there in Kuwait with all the dead rats around. Rat monkeypox. And the fleas. The dead rats and fleas really sell Kuwait for me. And flies, yeah, and the flies.
Despite being in a critical condition, Vera wakes up and starts getting ready for the meeting. At dinner, Nora tries to talk with Vera, but she can hardly speak. Seeing the weird behavior of Vera, Nora suggests Albert leave, but he insists on having the sweet dessert before leaving. While Albert has joined the dessert, something weird from Vera's wound falls into his bowl, but he doesn't pay attention and continues enjoying his dessert. Witnessing this, Nora immediately walks out of the house without Albert. As soon as Albert and Nora leaves the house, Paquita arrives there and tells Lionel that he's in danger. She mentions that Lionel is...
Yeah, good old ketchup and the cream of wheat. Ugh. You know, that's one hell of a combination, but I know people probably eat it. Or maybe grits. I think ketchup and grits would be a little bit more acceptable.
Is being surrounded by some dark forces and needs to be extra attentive. While the two are talking, Vera can be heard screaming inside her room along with some dog sounds. Paquita and Lionel rush to her room to find that Vera has killed Paquita's dog and has eaten it completely.
Oh, I'm kind of sad that they blurred out this scene. It's so fucking crazy. You need some Taco Bell right now? That's pretty demented for what we're witnessing. Saucy, yeah, her eating the dog. She's just like swallowing it. It's like, it's no worse than watching Chantal eat something, honestly.
Soon, Vera attacks Paquita, and in an attempt to save her, Lionel grabs Vera and rolls down the stairs. Lionel then sends Paquita to bring Nurse McTavish. Moments later, Paquita returns with McTavish, who suggests they take Vera to the hospital. Paquita goes upstairs to pack some clothes for Vera, but at the same time, Vera stops breathing and dies. McTavish declares her dead, and Lionel is shocked to hear this. But to everyone's surprise, Vera wakes up as a zombie, kills McTavish, and then lunges towards Lionel. While Lionel is trying to save himself from Vera, McTavish also comes back to life as a zombie. Lionel somehow manages to push both zombies inside the basement and locks the door from outside. Later, when Paquita inquires Lionel about Vera, he lies to her, telling that she went to the hospital with McTavish.
Taco Bell quesadillas and KFC mashed potatoes with gravy and hot sauce. That sounds like a stoner meal if I've ever heard one. That combination is atrocious. I fear for your toilet. Your bathroom is going to be a fucking disaster after that. KFC mashed potatoes are not great. Get her done. It'd be getting something done.
KFC mashed potatoes are not, they're not it. They're not good. And hot sauce to top everything. Are you putting this together? Are you making like using the quesadillas to wrap the mashed potatoes and dip in gravy with hot sauce added on top? Like, how is this going down? Are you eating them individually? I need to know how this abomination is going down.
The next day, Lionel visits
Because we know how it's coming out.
and buys a bottle of tranquilizer. Turns out that he has bought it to inject it into the zombies and keep them silent. Soon, Lionel returns to the
We need to eat some Long John Silvers one day. You know what? I fucks with some Long John Silvers. Hush puppies. Just hush puppies. I'm getting tired of Lionel. I know.
basement after wearing some protective gear. He finds McTavish and injects some tranquilizer into her, but gets attacked by Vera at the same time. Vera tries to kill him, but before she could do so, Lionel manages to inject her with a tranquilizer, immobilizing her and saving.
Would I ever do a mukbang? No, I don't like eating in front of people. I know that's weird to think that this big bitch doesn't like eating in front of people, but I do not. I do not. This is as close as you guys are getting to a mukbang. Diet Coke. Sometimes Dr. Pepper. That's about it. That's all I can do for you. Little Caesars pizza, pepperoni pizza. I'm getting a better idea of your palate. Boy, you need a woman in your life. Go outside and touch grass. You need a woman in your life. You need to upgrade these fucking meals. Maritime noodle soup. Some ramen. Ramen. Is it ramen or ramen? Ramen?
Himself. In the morning,
this has to be on purpose.
Lionel visits Paquita at her shop and inquires about the dark forces that she was talking about the previous day. Paquita then takes Lionel to meet her grandmother, who tells him that he's surrounded by death and also hands him a star symbol locket for his safety.
I don't do instant ramen often. I used to do it when I was younger just because like you literally just microwave the broth and put the noodles in it and leave them there for like 5-6 minutes and the noodles are done. But I much prefer like stir fries, honestly, over ramen.
On the other hand, Vera has managed to come out of the basement,
Olive Garden,
walking on the streets, attacking other people. While Paquita and Lionel are talking about something in private, Vera gets hit by a fast-moving train and her body flies into Paquita's shop, breaking the glass door. Lionel immediately takes out a dozen.
Jesus Christ, Vera, how are you still alive? You've died already after getting bit by a fucking rat and dying of infection, I'm assuming. Getting hit by a car after being fucking dosed with tranquilizer. What the fuck is going on? She's so obsessed with them. That is a mother's. That's a mama's boy right there. A mother's boy.
Of tranquilizer and injects Vera. Soon, a number of people arrive there.
You don't cook, go outside and touch grass. Maybe something you would want to go and look into learning. But recipes, there's recipes online everywhere that tell you exactly, like to a T, how to cook something. You're a mother's boy. I have yet to have gnocchi. And I love mashed potatoes. I know it's made with mashed potato. Well, I guess just mashed potatoes, but like I love mashed potato. I like almost every version of potato. Chicken and dumplings. Now that I can get with. I can fuck with some chicken and dumplings.
And they believe that Vera is dead. Because of this, Lionel is compelled to arrange a funeral for his mother. After the funeral, Lionel again visits his mother's grave at night, believing that she's still alive. He tries to...
I'm not gonna even begin to ponder how you think you know how I like my meats or what meats I like. But yes, I have eaten deer meat before, and I do like deer meat. I'm definitely a meat and potatoes. Maybe more potatoes.
To dig out his mother's body, but gets attacked by a group of gangsters. They beat Lionel, and one of the gangsters even pees on Vera's grave. At the same time, Vera comes out of the grave.
Damn, Vera's back here grabbing the fucking meat. And like, you're not pissing on me. Are we in Chantal's chat right now? Y'all are talking about food. So much. Y'all are hungry. Am I being punked? Asking for mukbangs, throwing around fucking food, telling me what meat I like. Chantal would be in heaven if this was how her chat was. The movie got me craving protein, my bad. I don't know what about this movie's got you craving protein. And if it is, it's not coming in that form, ma'am. That is coming in a different form of protein. Tell me what meat I like. I don't know what a big boy burger is. Big boy. I've never had big boy. I'm not really too keen on burgers either. I like slow cooked meats. Yeah, breakfast for supper is pretty good. We do breakfast for supper every once in a while.
Grave and attacks the gangsters, turning them into zombies. Lionel is now surrounded by zombies, but luckily, Father Magruder comes out to help him. Father Magruder then shows his fighting skills and attacks the zombies. Unfortunately, when he kicks one of the zombies' heads, it falls back on him, biting him on his back and making him infected. Later, Lionel manages to take control of the zombies by giving them each a shot of tranquilizer.
Oh my god, Lionel is just fucking everybody up. Now he has like a family of zombies. Ropa Veja? I know, Lionel's fucking everybody up. Where is he getting all this tranquilizer is what I'm wondering. Like, who is he getting it off of? Who is his supplier? How does he have the money for it? Or is he a doctor? I think he works at the pharmacy. Maybe that's where he's getting it.
The next scene,
I just answered my own question.
Taking care of the zombies by bringing them home and providing them with food containing the tranquilizer. In the meantime,
look at that big ass fucking jug of tranquilizer.
Lionel's uncle, Les, arrives there and starts roaming around the house. Turns out that he's there to take over Vera's property from Lionel. When Les is about to enter the dining room, Lionel somehow manages to stop him and send him away. Surprisingly, when Lionel returns to the dining room, he finds the father making love with McTavish. Lionel then separates the two and locks all of the zombies in the basement. After some time, when Lionel returns home, bringing some tranquilizer from the vet, he's shocked to see...
Oh, he's a vet. He's a vet. Okay, that makes more sense.
McTavish giving birth to a baby. The baby seems to be very...
Jesus Christ, we have zombie babies. Is this, what is it, World War Z? Not World War Z. Is it just Z? What is the name of that fucking horror movie series? Where the fucking zombie was like, did he turn? Yeah, Z Nation. Where he's like blue or something. And it was because of laced pot. That show was wild. That took you on a wild ride. The fucking blueberry pie zombie fucking lady that had his baby. Fucking wild ass show.
Weird like a mutant, and Lionel has no idea how to take care of it. The next day, Lionel takes the baby to the park, trying to make him happy. As the baby is a zombie's child, it lunges toward other children to bite them. However, Lionel takes control of the child and brings it back home. On his way back,
Chantal and Sala on a Saturday night when he refuses her fast food. Just fucking.
he notices Paquita roaming around the park with Roger. In the following scene, when Lionel returns home, he's shocked to find the door of the basement wide open. He goes inside to check, but all the zombies are still in the basement. Soon, Les appears there and starts blackmailing Lionel for hiding the dead bodies. Les believes that all the zombies are dead as they are unconscious because of the tranquilizer effect. He asks Lionel to make a deal with him in which he will not tell anything.
Dude, what's up with the dude's face? Has he got herp? That's the same baby doll they got for Renesmee in Twilight. Oh my god. They just reused it. What's up with this dude's face? Every time he comes back with more shit on his face.
Anything to the police, and Lionel will hand over his mother's properties to him. With no other options left, Lionel accepts a deal. Later, while Lionel is giving the tranquilizer shots to the zombies, he hears some music playing in the house and gets distracted. At the same time, he steps on a long tool handle which hits him on his head, causing him to break the bottle of tranquilizer. Afraid, Lionel hurries upstairs to go to the vet to get another bottle of tranquilizer, but is stopped by Les, who has organized a housewarming party without Lionel's permission. Les ordered Lionel to take care of the guests and serve them food.
I know, it's like in a wine bottle. I'm not going on Sunday. On Saturday, I'll be live again. I'm trying to space it out to where I do a midweek and then weekend. But yes, I will be going live again on Saturday.
Food. On the other hand, while walking across Lionel's house, Paquita notices a party going on and decides to enter the house. Inside, when Les starts misbehaving with her, she locks herself in the basement. There, Paquita notices.
Good for you, Paquita, because he's got fucking herp face. You don't need that. You don't need that kind of negativity in your life.
This is the zombies and remembers her grandmother's words. In the meantime, Lionel also arrives there and Paquita convinces him that his mother has already died and the ones he's keeping are just zombies. She then suggests he kill all of them and bury them before they harm others. Agreeing with Paquita, Lionel unwillingly administers poison to the zombies and buries them one by one in the basement. After this, Paquita and Lionel.
Yeah, just let the zombies eat your face. Yeah.
Return to the party. However, Les grabs Lionel and locks him in the basement. During this time, Lionel realizes that the poison which he injected into the zombies was actually an animal stimulant, which gives the zombies even more vitality as they originated from an.
Jesus Christ, Lionel is fucking everything up in this. Giving them a stimulant? Now they're super zombies. Ugh.
Animals bite. In front of him, the zombies emerge from the ground, possessing more energy because of the stimulant. Afraid, Lionel starts.
They're definitely evil. Either they took this from Evil Dead or Evil Dead took this from them. The zombies coming up through the floorboards.
Banging on the basement door, and luckily one of the party.
Just fucking roid raging zombies. They're fucking food binge raging zombies. It's like Chantal. If she died, she'd come back for food.
The attendees opens it. Wasting no time, Lionel escapes, but the zombies kill the person who opened the door. In the next scene, the zombies arrive at the party and start attacking the people. In no time, the party changes into a group of zombies, desperate to take people's lives. Lionel and Paquita also get separated from each other.
She'd be the only zombie eating real food. She'd be eating the real food that you were eating while you were out dining out. Then she would also eat the contents of your stomach for the food that you just ate. She'd say, fuck your brain. I want the food in your belly.
In an attempt to get away from the zombies. During this time, Lionel escapes to the attic and finds a corpse inside a box with his father's pictures near it. Downstairs, Paquita tries to destroy the body parts of the zombies using a mixture grinder, while Les starts attacking the zombies carrying sharp objects in both hands. Later, while trying to kill more zombies, Les arrives in the basement and gets attacked by Vera, who has now turned into a giant monster. On the other hand, Lionel enters the house with his
I know damn well they won't show her, but his mom turns into like this huge fucking blob beast, but her tits are fucking swinging. They're like old lady tits that you would tuck into your waistband. But they're just fucking swinging. And she's towering over the house. Like she breaks up through the house like what's the fucking lizard? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Godzilla. She's out here fucking, yeah, like swinging pendulums. My biggest dream is that we get a zombie virus in real life. I mean, I don't wish that because, listen, I'm not running from nothing. So if they are runners, it depends on what kind of zombie. If it's just like, I guess Walking Dead, do they run? I don't remember. But if it's like Raccoon City zombies, fuck that. If it's like 28 Days Later zombies, fuck that. I cannot run it. Yeah, I'm okay with the walking zombies. If you're running though, I can't do the running. I can run short spurts, but not enough to get away from anybody. Yeah, but the downside to that, go outside and touch grass, is that no one's also going to be remaking those things that are free. I don't need Walter Altered zombies.
Lawnmower and starts slashing the zombies with it. After a bit of struggle, Lionel manages to kill most of the zombies, and Paquita burns the whole house down. Meanwhile, when a zombified Les arrives there, Paquita handles him by smashing his head and killing him. Just when the duo believes that they have managed to kill all of the zombies, Vera comes out of the basement and starts chasing them. To save their lives, the duo climbs to the roof of the house, but Vera follows them there too.
Oh, it shows it. It shows it. It shows it.
He accuses her of killing his father and his lover by drowning them in the bath.
Chantal, what are you doing on my fucking movie screen?
Vera tells Lionel that no one can love him like his mother and sucks him into her stomach. Surprisingly, Lionel manages to come out of her stomach with the help of the star locket that Paquita's grandmother gifted him earlier. Because of this, Vera's body
ass up,
causing her to collapse back into the burning house. As the fire department approaches, Lionel and Paquita flee the burning rooftop. The movie ends with Paquita and Lionel kissing each other and walking away from the house.
The resemblance was uncanny. Got her cheeked up. It does. It fucking does. It looked like Chantal rolling down that fucking hill. Oh. Or anytime she got up with a fucking towel on and just decided not to cover her ass during a live stream. I was just talking about the Waffle House today. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a great movie though. Especially the scene where he has the abominable cheeks. When the scene where he goes through the house with the lawnmower and just cuts down a bunch of people with the lawnmower. It's just blood everywhere. It's so funny. Oh. Man, my hair really curled up there underneath of the headphones. I felt like a 2000s baby today and put one of these bad boys in my hair.
Bet you ain't seen one of them in a minute. Because I haven't. Where am I going? It's a school night. I have children that need to go and get up for school. I feel nothing. I'm numb inside. They need an emo emoji. Thank you for the conversation as well. Thank you for coming to my midweek live stream. Saturdays will probably be a little bit longer because it's the weekend. Thank you. My pizza sister in Christ back up north has one with me, my bestie, that I worked at the gas station slinging pizza. Waffle House with Ashley and sauce. This was a good time. We will do it again. His favorite pizza was orange, as in the cheese was orange. Let's get the Discord popping. I am going to get that set back up because I can just stream the movies on there. I'll have to have Liam help me set that back up to where we can do movies again. We'll try to make it like a once a week thing. If y'all are down to watch some silly horror movies and maybe some thrillers and suspense in there, I'll try to pull like a mix of everything. All right. For those that I'll put a link to the Discord, I guess, in the community post. He chose a pizza sticker and I asked, what's your favorite kind of pizza? Orange. We watched an old Ninja Turtles cartoon. Was it a cartoon? Yeah, it was a cartoon. Today, and they were listing out the pizzas that they ordered, and one of them was like banana and sausage. And I was like, I don't think those would go well together. Turtles ate some weird fucking pizza toppings. You ask a question and they give an answer. Never mind if it makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Kids is funny. But anyhow, thank y'all for joining me on the midweek stream. And I'll see you guys again on Saturday. I don't think I have any more videos planned to go up this week. I've pretty much put up what I'm going to put up content-wise. And then I'll just see you guys and talk about whatever comes up by Saturday. If not, we'll probably watch some more movie trailers and another episode of Love During Lockup, hopefully. So, good night, everybody. Have a fantastic remainder of your week, and I'll see you this weekend.